And right, I think let's just quickly do an audio test.
Cool.
Have a listen. I'm just going to find my phone and quickly do the same. Where is my... Okay, cool. You need to Bluetooth in. And I'm going to keep talking so that Dylan has someone to listen to there. And Dylan will probably start talking soon to...
Yes, no, I need to. Saying things like the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog and stuff like
The
that.
lousy dog, yes.
The lousy.
Okay, now
The
everything I hear
lousy.
will be a bit delayed as well. Okay, so my
Right,
audio
yeah.
is
Yeah,
quite good.
audio's good on my end.
I'm just going to push your audio a little bit because I think you're a bit softer than I.
I am.
Okay, I've made a slight change, not a major, like a small change, like a 0.5 decibel down on me, 0.5 decibel up on you. And let's just see how that goes. Right, a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
The lousy dog. The lousy fox jumps over the lousy dog. Just leave out some of the letters of the alphabet. The other one that's like that, there's another one.
I'm gonna push you up a little bit more. There we go. That should be fine now. What? Sorry, I missed some of that.
No, there's probably several, but I know that there's at least one other sentence like the quick brown fox that has all the letters of the alphabet in it.
Um. Sentence. Oh. Obviously, I can't even.
Pangram. That's what they're called.
Alphabet sentences. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Another one is 6 of the women quietly gave back prizes to the judge. What the fuck? That's a very weird one.
Oh, I like this one. Sphinx of Black Courts, Judge My Vow. Oh, I really like that one.
Sphinx of what?
Sphinx of Black Courts, Judge My Vow.
Okay, another one here. Jay began removing 6 dozen black quilts with petty flaws. The lazy judge was quick to pay tax money for the bond. Why are there so many judges in these things?
Because it's a word that has J in it.
Good lord, look at that. There's judge
I like
in the first
this one
few,
as
there's a
well.
whole
I
bunch of
like this one. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly.
judges.
That really have it has X and Y and A and O, Z, Q.
Brown jars prevented the mixture from freezing too quickly.
Jackdaws
What?
love my big Sphinx of Quartz.
What on earth? You're on a different website.
I'm actually on Wikipedia, the Wikipedia page for pangrams.
It's called a what? A pangram.
Yes, pan like Pangea and gram like gramophone.
Pangram. Pangram is a hollow alphabetic sentence. Or hollow alphabetic sentence is a sentence using every letter of a given alphabet at least once. Pangrams have been used to display typefaces, test equipment, and develop skills in handwriting, calligraphy, and keyboarding. The best known English pangram is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Been used since the 19th century. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, ever since typefacing became a thing.
Fair, true. I really do
Typefacing is
like the one about the Sphinx of Black Quartz, Judge My Vow, and how vexingly quick daft zebras jump! Exclamation mark for some reason.
That's
Glib jocks quiz nymph to vex dwarf. What? Glib jocks quiz nymph to vex dwarf. That is such a weird. Why are these actually so like topical to D&D? That is so weird. I need to make a a puzzle involving one of these. I
Oh dear
really
lord.
like the one about the Sphinx of Black Quartz. Judge my
So,
vow.
so it's translated. So the what I'm reading now isn't a pangram, but the French one roughly translates to take this old whiskey to the blonde judge who is smoking. Even in French, it's a judge. Of alcohol and jumping and right old party. Good lord.
At least 2 sphinxes. A dwarf, a nymph, and a wizard. Sounds like a party, in my opinion.
Ah, the dancing wizards. Where were we? I need to find my stream. Here we go. Here's the stream one. Oopsie. Cancel. Gonna go with LAN on this one. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly hold a voice transition. Cancel it. Reopen Fantasy Grounds. Come on.
Mark, what?
Load campaign. Go cloud, and then you should be able to join. I'm gonna quickly go to Discord and send you the password to the server.
Okie dokie.
Where are you? Oh, there and there. There we go. Just had to change it somewhat because I now exposed it on stream, which I really shouldn't do. Not that anybody's probably gonna cause trouble, but still.
No, we're gonna get gremlins.
Gremlins. Okay, let me just swap back. Transitioning back. There we go. Okay, so you're running a game tomorrow night, which is you got some inspiration now. I'm not really going to ask about the game, but you did give us some parameters. Now I'm signed up for your game. thegildedrose.club if anyone wants to know more about where we are playing. So Dylan, you gave me, you told me, okay, I need to build a character that's level 16, and I need to choose 3 magic items. Now, the 3 magic items I'm decided on, and I will not be dissuaded. I am building around these 3 magic items.
Okay, cool.
Also, I kind of don't want you to dissuade me because I just don't want you to incriminate yourself, if that makes any sense. I don't want you accidentally.
No, absolutely not.
So even if you if you make the argument that the item is bad, do it on the item's merits, not on the campaign's merits.
Yes, no, yeah, I will definitely be doing that. I'm gonna definitely try and I suggested the idea of building a character mostly because we've been wanting to do another character build on stream for a while. And
Yeah,
this
it's
gives you
true.
an excuse to build the character, and we can, as we are doing it, just discuss general character type stuffs and what's good in a build and what's bad in a build. And I will try my very bestest not to give you meta information that will give you an edge. Especially since I, as the DM, need all the edge I can still
No, obviously.
claw together.
So before we do anything else, let me actually just show you some of the basics that I've thought up already.
Cool.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to bring up is the ring. Yes, I want a ring of spell storing.
Ah, very cool.
So ring of spell storing is cool. So yeah, we're using Fantasy Grounds Unity here, and this is the ring of spell storing from the 5th edition. Dungeon Master Guide. It stores spells. It does what it says on the tin. However,
I will comment on the artwork of the ring.
I don't
Very
like
much
it.
matches the aesthetic of the game.
Oh.
I'm on the fence about the design as
the
a
official
actual
design.
ring, but I actually really do like the concept of the essentially.
I love
scroll.
the concept. I love the concept and everything. I just feel that the entire design of this ring feels like a wizard knuckle duster. That's why I don't like it.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, so that's the one item. The other item I'm going for is the headband. Oh, I almost went with an Ioun stone, by the way.
Oh, very interesting.
But I did not. Because, yeah, well, anyway. So the next thing I'm going for is the Headband of Intellect, which my character would have found somewhere on my travels.
Yeah, you're level 16.
Yes. Yeah, I found it somewhere. Icewind Dale. Fuck it. Anyway, so that's the second item, and then the third item, and I've got reasons for that, is the what was it again? There we go. Is an item I've always adored. I love this item so much. I love because the art was. It's an odd mix. So kind of the reason I like it is because it's a tiny little bit of sci-fi for me in the fifth edition, just because the way it's presented,
The
and that
sun
is
sword.
no.
No, no.
No, lightsabers are fantasy. Fuck that. No, but you're not far off. The animated shield.
Oh yes,
The animated shield, which is okay. So as written, it that never even remotely describes the image. Although the image given tells you, oh, it's this little brooch, and you speak a command word, and it like essentially grows out this translucent thing. Now, because carrying capacity and stuff like that, and carrying capacity and bulk isn't really a thing in 5th edition, and you can kind of just carry stuff, it's kind of a moot point anyway, because you can just as well find a very ornate shield, and when you say the word, it just floats. It doesn't have to grow and shrink. My point is, yeah, there's no mechanic in there in the actual description telling us that it needs to grow and shrink. So, which, is kind of important, I think, because if it is really only a brooch that you speak a word, if it's a brooch and you speak a command word and it floats next to you and it grows out this nice shield in front of you, then obviously, unless you've spoken a command word, it will not give you the +2 armor class bonus. But the way it's written, it is a shield for all intent and purpose. And when you speak the command word, it just opens up your hand. Anyway, I'm overthinking it. Bottom line, this is my third item. I will definitely never be using if it's not automatically floating around me, I am not going to be adding the +2 to my armor. Simple as that. Because in my mind, it is this. I'm going to be playing an Artificer, so this will be some sort of techno-magical option. Anyway, so yeah, these are my 3 items. The idea being that that I store backup spells in the spell storing ring, increase my intellect with the band to up to 19, basically opening up. I'm thinking about 2 items.
As an artificer, you're going to be loaded with magical items because you also have like a bunch of infusions that you can make.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm also still on the fence a bit about my feats, because I am. Okay, so a little bit of information for you, and it's not like it's a state secret. I am kind of trying to coordinate my character build a little bit with what Kirsten is building. Okay.
Interesting.
So I'm coordinating my race. I'm also gonna. They're playing a Dragonborn. I'm playing a Dragonborn.
Cool.
So well, it's just something to do. And I'm trying to basically take stuff that'll complement their character. No, I don't think they're finalized on their character yet, so I'm not going to tell you what I know so far. That's up to.
I will say that they've told me their character is on D&D Beyond. So
oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. So
I assume that the character is finalized because I haven't started moving the character over from D&D Beyond. So if they want to make changes, they still can. But I just wanted everyone to sort of have their characters at the ready, especially during tomorrow. I want to just start moving the characters over, the bulk of the characters, because level 16s are a large character to build one off.
Oh no, for sure. No.
I also don't think that we're going to finish building your character tonight. I think I think it was just a good way to get you started, and just have fun building a character. The main focus, and then have the character get used.
So let's start with the basics. I am going to go point by. So let me get up a empty character sheet. By the way, oh, you are connected. Wonderful.
Yes, I am.
Empty character
I have an
sheet.
interesting fact about the animated shield that pertains to the first campaign I was in. The
Please
campaign where I played, we were playing. I'm not going to say any names, but we were playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And
I remember. Yeah.
And in that campaign, one of the other players at the table had an animated shield as well. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but it even states so in the animated shield's description. But you can only benefits from you can only gain the benefits of a shield once.
Yeah. No, I
The
know.
character I had a shield and an animated shield that he could like up at the same time.
It's a.
Um,
I'm
I
aware that
don't
that.
recall if that was an oversight or an agreement on part of the character and the DM. It didn't bother me when we were playing, but it always sort of struck me as odd that the DM of that particular campaign didn't have an issue with it.
No, I understand. I especially since that was a like not a it was a discussion in the past. Um, regarding regarding that. I also remember vaguely there's something about you can only have one armor class calculation. Basically, it was to do with the braces of defense, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, the item states if you are wearing no armor, you benefit from the. But like for example, if you're a turtle and you have the braces of defense, I believe the rule of thumb is whichever gives you the highest base overwrites the other. So if your total AC is I can't remember 13 plus dexterity or whatever it was, and the braces of defense are 13 plus also dexterity or whatever it is, then the calculation is the same. But if one is lower for some reason, say the turtle's shell is a 12 plus dexterity, then the braces supersede that, and you only get. Or if you're a barbarian and you have the unarmored defense where you can add your wisdom modifier to your armor class as well, then actually I'd have to go and check. I'm not sure how the braces of defense. I think the braces of defense give you a base AC, and then because of unarmored defense, you can still add your wisdom modifier on top of that.
I
But I'm not
remember.
sure. I'm not sure.
I just do remember that there is some sort of like nuance there, specifically with the item and the way armor is defined in 5th edition. But luckily, it doesn't come up often enough to cause trouble. And
No.
then when it comes up, it's usually very clear to Google and make a ruling on. Okay, so I'm going standard array, so I've just filled it in for now.
So the braces give you a base +2 bonus to AC if you're wearing no armor and using no shield. Then the class features, the unarmored defense class feature of the barbarian, for example, is your AC is 10 plus your dex plus your con. So as long as you're still not wearing armor when you equip braces of defense, you get that +2 bonus.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, it says there the +2 armor class. I remember now why this came up as a discussion for me in the past. I once had players that and kind of rightfully so made an argument that these are bracers. They are go on your wrists. Why would a shield then stop being effective? So I just want, it's one of those cases where I realized that, I obviously don't, if I rule in their favor and say, hey, cool, just let it go and increase by 2, then I'll just end up with a worse situation than we started with.
I mean, their argument is logical. Your counter argument is magic.
Yeah, magic. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit.
The braces of defense were created by a dude who doesn't like metal. But I'll get a wooden shield. He doesn't like shields either.
He doesn't like shields. Calls them dinner plates. Oh.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, sorry, it's Zelda's stream came alive.
No worries.
We got a double one there. What? Oh, hey, yeah, I forgot I could do this. Hang on.
I'm so glad you're good at multitasking. I wouldn't have been able to build a character while I'm on stream.
Oh, well, thank you. That's a nice compliment, actually. You post this here. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, so the thing is though that I've got 15 to 8 right now. I am getting the Headband of Intellect, but if I was building this character as Dominic, I would not. I would have just put the 14 into my intellect at the start. I would have done that. So I'm trying to at least be honest there. So let's quickly just do this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. The other thing I would have put in some effort into would have been Constitution. So I think I would have put 15 into Constitution. And then 13 would have gone to... Actually, no. 15 to Strength. 13 to Constitution. 15, 14. Then it's
only just occurred to me that using standard array when you build a character on Fantasy Grounds is probably easier than trying to finagle point buy.
Yep. Point buy works well with the wizard. Although the wizard
but
is
the wizard still seems to have a few. Although I haven't used it recently, but yeah, after one or two times where I've used it and weird things have happened, I've avoided using the character wizard on Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot simpler for me to understand what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm a grognard with this. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so charisma, dump stat. Yeah, sure. That'll have to be my dump stat, unfortunately.
There's got to be one somewhere, especially with standard array.
And kind of since I know what
you can always try and remove it using ASIs if you really want to. But
let's go. Oh yeah, but I'll consider that. I'll consider that. Wisdom. I like the high intelligence, low wisdom, so actually I'm gonna go wisdom 8, and then because I'm not very wise.
What kind of dragonborn are you going?
Okay, so probably white. White, or I'm not sure if metallic is allowed.
It's allowed. I mean, Gem Dragonborn is also allowed. The only limiter I put on character creation was no backgrounds that also give you feats.
I saw that, yeah, but I'm not really interested in those. Dragonborn.
And then another question: are you using the old Dragonborn from the Player's Handbook or the new Dragonborn from Fizban's Treasury of Dragons?
Nah, just the normal one. I don't really know what the difference is anyway.
The major difference is that same difference we noted in the 1D&D content is that all the Dragonborn from Fizbans have the same shaped breath weapon. It's just the damage type that changes.
Okay, no. I'm going classic. I'm going classic silver. So I'm going to go.
Okay, cool.
Silver Dragonborn. It's also gone, etc. Okay, cool. So let me. I'll do that in a second. Okay, so Dragonborn gives me some stuff first, but I'm gonna shut my eyes first and just try and not metagame, and just look at my stats. So I've got 15, 13 dexterity. What do I have left? I've got a 10, 8. I've got a 12 left to put in dexterity. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad array. I like that my charisma isn't completely dumb. The reason I dislike putting charisma too low is because I tend to talk a lot as a player anyway, but But yeah, so I'll try and curb that a bit. Anyway, okay, cool. So there's my base stats.
It's going to be basically a dungeon run, so there isn't going to be an awful lot of social interactions.
Fine, fuck it, I'll dump charisma. Plus, I know what Kirsten's playing, so I'm... I know what the Tobins are playing. I'll go from there. Anyway, then we go to... where is the other one? Ooh, that's wrong. Leave play along. There we go. Okay. Right. Then I'm going to add my race next. So I am my lineage, my origin story. And add that in. That is Dragonborn. I am
who your mama and papa were.
Who my mama and papa were. Okay, I was hatched as a silver Dragonborn. There we go. Speaking of which, I kind of slipped through the latter part of the second season, but I've watched a lot of Hunter x Hunter now. And it just keeps reminding me just how much anime bullshit you have to put up with just to listen to some animes. Anime in general has a lot of weird stuff. Anyway, okay, so my Dragonborn is now
Yeah, you
level.
got to take it with a grain of salt. But
Absolutely.
I finished watching Oran High School Host Club yesterday,
Hmm?
and rewatching it, I'm like, I'm surprised by how little I actually remember. I remember the broad strokes of the story, but it was thoroughly enjoyable to rewatch. But
Mm.
at the same time, I was like, "Ooh, oh, this is cringy." But the points where, for me at least, where other anime are like, "Oh, that's so cringy, cringy, that so cringy, I almost don't wanna, I wanna stop watching." But
Uh-huh.
in Aura and High School Host Club, the cringe was, I don't know, it was almost like it was. I'm feeling awkward. I want to stop. I want to stop. But at the same time, it was so amusing to watch because I was just like, this is just nonsense, and I'm enjoying the nonsense. I
Yeah, I feel
really
that way.
enjoyed
I
that
feel that way
anime.
about Full Metal Panic.
Ah, fair enough.
Because I have rewatched it quite a few times, and every time I watch it, it's it just a nice warm story for me. I've got I've got fond memories of when I watched it, not necessarily so much about.
Mhm.
I'm struggling to think about which background to take.
Let me see what backgrounds we can acquire. There is an anthropologist, an archaeologist from the
Of
Tomb of
Annihilation.
Annihilation. Um, there is the cloistered scholar background from Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide.
Oh yeah, the Skag. Let me go to the Skag.
That one, yes, Skag has
There's what I want.
a lot of
Okay, this is what I
backgrounds.
want. Harper's Agent maybe, but I want something that might fit into me being an artificer.
The rival intern background from Ack Inc. is also pretty cool. I've always liked it.
What did they even know?
Um,
Well, an
the
urban
Strixhaven,
bounty
an
hunter.
urban bounty hunter. Oh, you could be. That's sort of background you imagine for your character.
Yeah, let's go Knight of the Order, Inheritor, Faction Agent, a Clan Crafter.
I like the Clan Crafter one as well. It's very the actual information or lore of the background is very geared towards dwarves,
Wolves, yeah.
but the backgrounds are always just a guideline for me. I
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, they always are. So what
so
you get is I get a feature called Respect of the Stout Folk, which is kind of cool. But then you also get personality traits. Get proficiency with an artisan tool, history and insight. Get some equipment, get some languages. Interesting. Yeah, no. Courtier. What's a courtier again?
it's, well, a person who goes to court. They are involved in nobility. They're not quite a noble, but they're like, um courtiers are often emissaries and ambassadors and stuff like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, that doesn't fit me fiddling with things. Um. Faction agent, Emerald Enclave agent, a
There's the
build machine.
shipwright from uh Ghost of Saltmarsh. I
Oh,
don't know
I
if
don't
you
even.
ever worked with ships.
Well, maybe. Let me just open. Let me just load that module. One moment. I wasn't. I had forgotten that also has
It has a
character
bunch of
options.
seafaring backdrops, like sailor, smuggler, pirate. I don't think it actually has pirate. Oh no, it does have pirate.
Smuggler, shipwright, marine, and fisher.
Yes, there we go.
Shipwright. You have sailed into war on the deck of great ships, patching their hulls with with soup bowls and prayers.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that made me giggle. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I'm a dragonborn at sea. I've got
You
a
have
okay.
seen a majestic prow in your dreams that you have not been able to replicate in war. Since childhood, you have loved the water and been captivated by many vessels that travel on it. But I mean, you can flavor it however you want. You're a shipbuilder.
Low places. You have contacts in the smuggling outfits along the coast. Okay, so that's okay. So shipwright is my background. Gives me feature. I'll patch it. What does this feature do?
It gives you duct tape, a magical substance that exists nowhere else but to the shipwright.
What's
To
that
no one else.
glue? There's a glue in D&D.
Universal. No, not that's
Universal
universal
adhesive.
solvent, and then
Adhesive, I think.
there is. I can't remember. I know what you're talking
Jar
about.
of sovereign glue.
Sovereign glue. Yes, that's it.
There we go. Yeah, the sovereign glue and the universal solvent. Anyways,
Yes.
gotta get. I like that.
Those
There's a
are
lot.
legendary items, though.
I like how the legendary items has like, what's it gonna be? Swords, staffs, scrolls. It's like, no, it's glue.
It's glue that can't be removed by anything except universal solvent and oil of etherealness or a wish
I now
spell.
want to go on a campaign to glue shut the eyes of a dragon. Anyway,
Why the eyes of a dragon and not the eyes of a beholder?
oh, that's just mean. Holy shit. Also, beholders, no.
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 You don't want to get close to their eyes.
Also, the anti-magic field might affect it. I don't know. Okay, so I'll patch it. Provided you have carpenter's tools and wood, you
I would
can
say
perform.
wish is just powerful enough to affect most things, and that the glue is actually not magical. Well, not magical in the way that anti-magic can suppress it. But I don't know. Anti-magic is weird because it technically does suppress magic items. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll patch it is an ability that actually actively can restore hit points to the hull of a vehicle,
Oh,
preferably a
interesting.
ship. A vehicle cannot be patched by its. You restore number of hit points to the hull equals to 5 times your proficiency modifier. A vehicle cannot be patched by you in this way again until until it has been pulled ashore. Oh, so you can only do it once until it's been put in dry dock again. So this is really a last resort type of thing. Makes it balanced, I guess. Cool. So under my notes, proficiency, low places. So a note about myself is that I've got low places. I've got contacts on the smuggling ring. Okay, cool. Where else? Suggested characteristics. I'm gonna get back to these in a minute. They're not super important to be nautical flavored.
No, that's
Oops.
true.
Age. Fuck. 41. Height. 5'9". Weight. None of your business. Right, so class and level. Right. So I do want to go with the Artificer. That's what I'm going to focus on. So RT. I just want to quickly check before I continue. After adding in the race, my strength got increased by 2 from Dragonborn. My charisma got increased by 1, so it's not completely a dump stat anymore. So yeah, my strength is actually nice and high right now. Really, really cool. One more and I can actually get a +4 on my strength. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Okay, dokels. I'm gonna go with the Tasha's Artificer because it just makes more sense for Sword Coast, and off we go.
Yes.
Oops, I
Not
think
the
I did.
Crucible of Everything one.
Yeah, I did. I fucked that up now. I don't know if there's a difference though.
There shouldn't be if you choose the right subclass. Just don't pick a subclass from Tasha's.
True. Yeah, I haven't chosen that yet. So anyway, cool. So I've got the I choose 2 skills.
Yes, you do.
I'm not just level 1. I just want to make sure I don't do this up.
So you get
Skills.
history and perception from a ship, right? So you can choose Arcana, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, or Sleight of Hand.
Arcana and Sleight of Hand because Artificer.
Makes sense.
Cool. Right. Then back to the class.
And you get but that you can add later, but you also get an additional tool proficiency from Artificer class.
Well, since I've got, let's quickly tool. I've got competence tools for vehicles. I've got thieves tools, tinker's tools, and I'm gonna say smithing tools. Yeah, smith.
Cool. Awesome.
So I'm proficient in multiple sets of tools.
Yeah, but that just makes sense for an Artificer.
Absolutely. Okay, right. So let's ignore the other one and just go for the Tasha one. Okay, so spellcasting, I'll do that in a minute. Magic tinkering. I'll patch it. Magic tinkering. Infusions don't come in yet. Infusions come in later.
Second
Come
level.
in second level. Okay, so I want to get there so I can start building those correctly. Okay, so there's the first character. I'm quickly gonna export him to desktop. So, yeah, it's fine. There we go. Right, so now exported. Let's look at the next one. Tasha's Cauldron of everything else. Here we go. Ah, everything. Infusions added. So infusions are those quasi-magical abilities that I can use, and the infusions known is a table. Is in the table. So I know a number of infusions, and
Yes.
at
You know
16th
4
level,
and you can create 2.
At 16th level, I know 10.
Yeah, well, at second level you know 4 and you create 2. But yes, at 16th level you'll know 10 and you can create 5. It's always you know double the amount you can create, or you can create half the amount you know, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, it says known and infused.
Yeah.
But yeah, at 16th level, it's 10 and 5.
Yeah.
So it's always half.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, anyway, so I'm not going to worry about the infusions right now. I'll quickly learn them when I get there. So I'm essentially just gonna... The only things I really need to worry about are the ASI. So let's carry on. Level 3. Level 3, I get
You can choose your specialization.
Specialization. Cool. So this I haven't looked at in a while. So let's have a look here. Spellcasting, right tool for the job, infuse. Well, it didn't ask me to.
Then that's a problem. That means that the Tasha's Crucible of everything didn't ask you specialization like it should have.
Yeah, it's not two different sets. Stand by. I'm just going to quickly rebuild that one.
The joys of on fantasy.
Joys of using
it
third-party
actually
content.
That's true.
That was third-party content that did that.
Yes.
Right, so let's quickly go back to there. Strength was at...
The number of times I've accidentally added a level where it shouldn't be on fantasy grounds and gone shit.
Yep. 10, 8. Yeah, I've somehow made someone's race their class and vice versa. That was a mess. That broke everything.
There. I can't remember how that happened though.
I dragged and dropped it on the wrong space, and it's just a set of information, so I tried to jam everything in there, and it was trouble. Anyway,
I'm a level 20 Dragonborn. What's your class? No, I was born an Artificer.
Right,
I'm a multi-class. I'm a multi-class elf, human. They call me a half elf.
That bothers
But
me.
no.
You know, multi-classing weakens your character. We're getting into eugenics here. We should be careful.
Oh my gosh, is that what you meant? I was like, it can, but it also can be very broken.
Yes, like it can't walk broken.
Oh Lord, no. Help! I'm twisted and I can't get up.
You're right. And then Artificer. Okay, like Artificer from Tasha's. Let's just bring up Tasha's here. Tasha. There it is. Players, right. Artificer. Blammo. Okay, the new character's there. Kill me is going to be the one I destroy. Right, so I got some stuff from the background. I took Arcana and Sleight of Hand. Then I leveled up again. Then I leveled up a third time, and yeah, no, it doesn't automate. It just tells me it's added in.
That's
You
weird.
choose a type of specialization you are: Alchemist, Artillerist, or Battlesmith, each with its detailed at the end of the class description. Okay, so now I just need to be wary of those. Okay, so
That's weird.
now I agree it's weird, but it is what it is. Right, so Alchemist, Armor, Artillerist, or Battlesmith. That's what I need to choose from. I haven't really made a decision here yet.
There's benefits and upsides to all of them, and you want to be a power gamer, you can really, really get into the nitty gritty about what each one does. The main thing is they each have a different core mechanic
Mm.
in terms of the like what sets them apart. So alchemists get a table of alchemy. I can't remember what they're called now. They can create potions. They get a table of, I think it's 4 or 6 potions that they can create every day. They roll on the table every day and they create that potion. And then at higher levels, you can like choose which potion and you can create more of them. And then these potions you create have some pretty cool effects. One is healing. Uh, one lets you fly straight up for a little while. Um, and anyways, that's the alchemist. As the name implies, create things using alchemy. The armorer gets a set of magical armor that can
Mm-hmm.
do things. That it can power their attacks or make them camouflaged. And your armor gets, I think, I've not looked at the armorer in depth, um, but I think that you can like augment your armor further with extra infusions and stuff. I think the infusions you can only infuse certain I believe the infusions are described that you can only ever have one infusion on an item at a time,
Mm-hmm.
but the armorer can put multiple infusions on their armor, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting. It says your armor model. You can customize your arcane armor when you. Ooh,
There's
that
my
sounds bad.
power. Yeah, don't worry, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm still here.
When you do so, choose one of the following armor models: Guardian or Infiltrator. Okay,
Mm.
so each model includes a special weapon. When you attack with that weapon, you can add your intelligence. Oh, I like this a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Armorer straight up. It matches the magic item like the shield and stuff already.
Okay,
So
cool.
let's go with Armorer. Are you going to drag and drop now for me, please? Oh.
Characters. Just test something here. I'll be right with you.
No worries. Right, let's. While you're doing that, I must
No
quickly
worries,
go
I'm right back.
Okay. So with the Artificer, let's see. I choose some stuff. The Armorer. If we bring up the Armorer, come on. Tools of the Trade. I get at level 3. Armor spells is at level 3. And then obviously Arcane Armor is something I get. And then Armor Model is something I get. Extra attack you get at level 5. Armor modifications. It's odd that it didn't ask me for
It
the,
is
it
because
didn't
I
automate.
just tested it on my end. I quickly opened up a campaign and I dragged the Tasha's cauldron of
3
everything
times.
3 times, and it asked me.
I'm just afraid it'll cause trouble later if we continue like this. Okay, well, at least I know I
I
want to be an
agree.
armorer now. So
Yes.
I want to check if I'm gonna create one more blank just for the hell of it, and quickly add the class 3 times, but from the Eberron. See if that works.
Tasha's didn't add any subclasses.
And then here we go for number 3. Nope. If I add number 4, nope. Oh, odd. Maybe this server is just wonky. Let's restart it.
Having the crucible of everything else
Loaded
loaded
is
is
causing
fucking
trouble.
things up.
Yeah. Let's do that. Load campaign. Let's reload the campaign. Start. And have a look. I'm gonna unload Tasha's crucible. The only reason I've got that I had that loaded before was because I just find that the extra spells in there are neat.
I agree, but I have another module that's just spells. I think it added something like 200 extra spells.
I can't remember why. I bought it on a whim. It was like $1 or something, and it's Fancy Grounds compatible. I was like, yeah, why the hell not? It sounds like a lot of fun, and yeah.
I shouldn't say anything, guy. I'm gonna say something. You
Oh,
bought
God.
it at my behest, basically.
You did? I did?
Yes, I found it and I was like, I like this thing, and then you're like, let me buy it.
Oh, well, can't even remember that, so. I guess. Come on, computer. Yeah. It's worth noting here that if you're going to be running Fancy Grounds as a dungeon master, it's worth investing in a slightly more powerful processor. Not the graphics card or hard drive, just a slightly more powerful processor.
Look, I have a truly impressive processor, and when I have like a few modules loaded, I'm very strict about loading and unloading. I like load if I need a monster or an item or something from a very specific module, I'll load it, copy it locally to the campaign, and then unload that module. And even with like as few as possible modules loaded, when I start up a campaign, it takes a good 2 or 3 minutes for it to open up the. Well, okay, maybe not a whole, like a minute or two. It always feels very long when you have to sit and wait for something.
Oh,
An
yeah.
actual minute is a long period of time.
Cool, I've got Artificer now. Let's quickly just build the bogus one. Level 1, level 2, level 3. There we go. Cool, it works now. It works now!
Yay! I'm so glad.
Okay, but now... let's quickly import my character that I just exported earlier. So I don't have to start from scratch. It's on my desktop. It is the latest one. So give me my content listing details. Thank you very much.
Isn't that one the one that at level 3? That was already messed up.
Meh. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Level 1, there's no level 2s here except for Gordo Ramets. Okay, well, kill me. Here we go again. Poople doodles.
Hey, but at least we're doing it now.
Yeah, no, not later. I mean, it's 16 levels. It's not something you want to screw up later.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Strength was at 15. Dex was at 12. Constitution was 13. Intelligence 14. Wisdom 10. Charisma
So I'm
8.
mirroring you. I'm mirroring you on D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Right, so
just because then I can also, if there's something interesting that comes up, comment on it, because things like the extra tool proficiencies isn't always included in the Fantasy Grounds things. It'll reflect on the character sheet like one tool proficiency in the proficiencies list, but you didn't actually get to make a selection because it's not coded in Fantasy Grounds.
Sweet. There's my shipwright. Adding that. And then we go now for Artificer. Here we go. Artificer. Oopsie. Artificer 1. Arcana and Sleight of Hand. Then Artificer level 2, drag and drop. That's going to be, and then Artificer level 3. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's going to be, I want it to be an armorer, right? Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. So now the armorer, I just want to now check this stuff out because I don't know the armorer that well. Okay, number 1, I get Arcane Armor.
Yes.
Your metallurgical pursuits have led you to making armor a conduit for your magic. As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor, provided you have the smith's tools at hand. Okay, can I have what level of items can I buy?
What do you mean?
You know what? I'm not gonna walk around with a naked level 16 character other than the magic items.
Yes, well, I mean, that was meant to simulate assume that mundane equipment is fairly easy to come by, and that if you want to, for example, have a set of plate mail infused, I'll allow it. Um,
And I was
but
more looking
that
for
is
half
why
plate.
that is why I will be going over character creation in tomorrow's campaign for this sort of thing, because it does make sense for level 16s to already have acquired better gear than their starting gear, at least mundane speaking gear.
I'll just go for
Mundane
half.
speaking gear is not mundane, guys. I meant speaking of mundane gear. Something
Okay,
like
so the half plate doesn't have that strength penalty. So anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Dexterity isn't that high anyway. Yeah, I'll go for half plate. So I'll just because the armor is now a part of this build. So half plate, gotcha. Okay. Oh dear lord. Okay, that puts my armor class up to 16 with my dexterity. Yeah, that's good. That works out. Then let's just grab those free magic items real quick.
cool.
Quick. Inventory, quests, item. Here they are. Quest! Band of Intellect. Okay, so if we go to inventory, drag that in. And the tune. The other one was the ring. Come on.
Of spell storing.
Oh, for Pete's sake. I will very rarely does my fancy grounds. Ring of spell? There we go. Spell turning. Spell storing. That's the one I want. And attuned. And then the third one was the
Animated
shield.
shield.
Animated shield. Attuned. That's all 3 attunements done. The animated shield technique, yeah, it'll push up my armor class to 18 while active. Obviously, I need to just remember to toggle that. Ring of spell storing, I'll leave it empty for now. And Headband of Intellect increases my intellect to 19. So wonderful. Great. So yeah, it's rather rough and tumble. Okay, what else does Arcane Armor give me?
So depending on whether you get Guardian or Infiltrator, you get a different weapon on each, but you get something beyond just that. So, Guardian Armor gives you Thunder Gauntlets and Defensive Field. Infiltrator gives you Lightning Launcher, Powered Steps, and Dampening Field.
I like the dampening field option.
The Dampening Field, if applied to your half plate, will essentially become null and void. In terms of your half plate gives you disadvantage on stealth, and the dampening field gives you advantage, so you'll just have a neutral stealth roll.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of that. Okay, it says here you gain the following benefits while wearing this armor. And if the armor normally has strength, yeah, ignore that. You can use the arcane armor as a spellcasting focus. Oh wow!
Yeah.
So the armor itself is my focus. That's cool.
Yep.
The armor attaches to you and can't be removed against you. I'm essentially Iron Man.
Yes, this is Iron Man.
It also expands to cover your entire body, although you can or you can retract or deploy the helmet as a bonus action. What the hell? This the armor replicates any missing limbs functioning under. What? This is hyper powerful for level 3. This is immensely powerful.
Overall pretty epic in my opinion. Like I think in the tiers of powerful classes, I would say it's cleric, artificer, then like
Holy crap. Okay, anyway, me being
debates
upset.
break out
Me
about
being
which one's on next most powerful.
I'm gonna put this as my background for inspiration. There we go. Right.
I might actually be swayed that artificers are more powerful than clerics.
After reading this, I am a little bit swayed. I'm not gonna lie, but clerics still, I agree, are super powerful. Anyway, you can use the arcane. Okay, cool. So armor attaches to you and can't be removed. Okay, that's fine. Right. Then, armor model. I need to choose a model.
Yes. I assume you're going for infiltrator to get that dampening fee.
Yes. So I need to I'm gonna make a note here. Armor model.
You can change it on a long rest, but
well, I'm just marking it as infiltrator.
Probably easier to just stick with one.
Do we have Rob Tui mods to add this stuff to me?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, I do. Do you?
I think I do. I'm just going to check real quick standby.
Like I said, we're probably not going to be able to build the entire character tonight. I mean, we can definitely try, but some of the effects I would prefer not to be code that I apply to you. I'd prefer to work them into the base character sheet. Like the other effect that the infiltrator gives you is powered steps, which increases your walking speed by 5. I'd rather just go and adjust your walking speed than have 101 effects that needs to be applied to you in the combat tracker.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. For such a short game, I fully understand. Okay, cool. I've loaded all mine. There we go. Artificer, infiltrator. Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff here. Armor model infiltrator. That's like, this is a spell. So let me just quickly drag this over.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the effects, class effects, will be considered be codified under the spells. But that would probably be the lightning launcher, if I had to guess. Got a range. Yes, that's the lightning launcher.
The dampening field, defensive field, lightning launcher, and thunder gauntlets is now already here under my actions list. That you add those.
Oh, that's very cool.
That was added by default by the base content.
Oh, that's very cool. Oh, that must. This is new.
So
yes, I've noticed recently that building characters on Fantasy Grounds has started adding these sorts of things, not just yeah, it's very cool. I like it.
I want to quickly change your combat. Okay, cool. So I just need to. The infiltrator uses the lightning launcher. And what else? The powered steps, which increase. Well, we'll touch on that in a second. The dampening field, which is and the defensive field and the thunder gauntlets are from the Guardian.
Yes.
I'm just gonna prefix mark them here, so I can.
Okay, cool.
So I know. I don't want to get confused mid-game. Cool. And anyway, so I've got the Artificer armor model, infiltrator, and that's the lightning launcher. Okay, but it's kind of already up there. But this one now gives me the. Oh, this gives me everything, the walking speed increase and everything.
Ah.
So, but anyway, I'm going to use that. My walking speed base increases from 30 to
35.
35. That's kind of cool. Can I fly?
You might.
No,
we'll see. No, I'm not joking. You might. Let's see. At 15th level, get perfected armor. A creature and the infiltrator gets any creature that takes lightning damage from your lightning launcher glimmers with magical light
Oh
until the
my
start of
god.
your next turn. The glimmering creature sheds dim
That's
light in a
rough.
5-foot radius. So essentially, your infiltrator's lightning launcher now becomes guiding bolt.
Okay, so a gem-like node appears in one of your armored fists or on your chest. It counts as a simple ranged weapon with a normal range of 19 feet and long range of 300. Cool. And it deals 1d6 lightning damage on a hit. Once per each of your turns. When you hit a creature, you deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to the target. What? Then when you hit a creature with it, it deals lightning damage on hit. Oh, and once on each of your turns. Oh, okay. So even if I've got multiple attacks, basically like the first time I hit, I can do a little bit of extra lightning damage. It's an odd rule, but okay. Dampening field, you have advantage. Yeah, that's on stealth. That's basically it. Yeah, and it
Ninth
actually.
level, you get armor modifications. You learn how to use your Artificer infusions to specifically modify your Arcane Armor. That armor now counts as separate items for the purposes of your Infuse Items feature. Armor, the chest piece, boots, helmet, and the armor's special weapon. Each of these items can bear one of your infusions. This is what I was talking about. And the infusions transfer over if you change your armor's model with the armor model feature. In addition, the maximum number of items you can infuse at once increases by 2. But those extra items must be part of your arcane armor. Essentially, you really, really are building Iron Man's suit. A magical version of it.
You know, that's ooh. Ooh. this is
Lots of
changing
toys
my
in the toy box.
build a little bit right now, but let's get back to it. Okay, so
Okay.
that's level 3. I'm gonna save this guy.
Only 13 more levels to go.
Silver Iron 3. I'm gonna call him Silver Iron for now. Silver. This is Iron Dragon. Iron Dragon. Like it. Come on, load.
That's not a bad name. You don't have to. You can just be known as the Iron Dragon at this point. You're a level 16 adventurer. Everyone knows you as the Iron Dragon.
Yes. The Eye of Dragon? No, the Iron Dragon. What? I'm essentially a Vesk in power armor. Anyway, moving on. Right, let's have a look here. By the way, Starfinder solved the character flying problem in an interesting way.
Oh, really?
I'm being a little bit joking right now, but they said, "Oh yeah, cool. Anyone can fly if you get a jetpack. Oh, and jetpacks aren't expensive. Oh, right. So you've got a jetpack. Here are the rules, and it's like there are things about hovering and flying and movement speed, and you essentially have to get a little small flight manual with the thing. So yeah, it's involved. I'm not making it sound worse than it is, but yeah. Basically, it comes down to is that flying in Pathfinder, regardless of what you do, if a character flies, unless you've got perfect flying, you have to make a check to stand still. Otherwise, if you fail, I think it's like a fortitude check or something. If you fail the fortitude check, nothing bad happens, but then you can't stand still. One of your actions has to be to move. So then you can't do full round actions. Kind of cool.
In Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and I think it was the same for Kingmaker. It was too long ago for me to recall exactly, but there, if your character gets wings, you essentially ignore difficult terrain.
Oh, that's cool. It makes sense, on a quick look and loot.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's quickly see Magicka Tinkering. I'll do my infusions and tinkering later. That's not super important right now. Right tool for the job is. I also know that it's just a very useful feature. Now comes the tricky decision. You know what it is?
What?
Level 4.
Dun dun dun. ASI.
Oh, okay, so should I? I wonder. Should I? I'm gonna go ASI for this one, just because I actually do want to make my strength a little bit higher. Just to get that sweet. Oh, also I can't increase my intelligence at all till I reach 19. So
You can't
yay.
increase your intelligence.
No, I can't. Okay, so I can, but the moment I hit if my natural intelligence hits 19, the band is useless.
Yes.
So
Because the band, if it becomes above 19, the band actually reduces it down to 9.
yes, exactly. It sets it in place.
Yes.
Such an annoying little number, but still plus fucking 4, so I'm not gonna complain. Right. So ASI, I kind of do want my dexterity to be higher now, but the ranged attack for the range attack for my lightning gauntlets, does that use my spell attack,
I don't actually know.
or does it
Wait,
use?
check this. The armor strength.
Lightning launcher?
Lightning launcher.
Oh no, it
It's a
counts as a simple ranged weapon.
ranged weapon, yeah.
So
So
that
it will
uses my
use your
dexterity.
dexterity. Yes.
I am actually, I actually want to increase. Let me just check a feat. There's a specific feat I was interested in for this. Crossbow expert.
I would go with Gunner if I were you.
Gun.
Gunner from Tasha's.
Haven't really ever read it. You have quick hands and keen eye for employing firearms, granting you for volume benefit. Increased dexterity. Oh, there we go.
It does the
gave a feat
same.
of
It does
firearms.
exactly the same as crossbow expert, but it also increases your dexterity by 1. Obviously, it's geared
Oh
towards
yeah, I was
guns.
going for the loading property skill, but yeah, this is better.
Yeah, you ignore the loading property of firearms.
Sold. Going for that.
For an artificer, this is a perfect feat.
Especially
you
since
technically gain firearm proficiency.
yeah, technically. Right, my dexterity high has gone up to 13.
Also, I'll allow your. It's a simple ranged weapon. It doesn't specify what kind of simple ranged weapon. So, who's to say it isn't a gun?
Well, it's a gauntlet. It's a repulsor. This isn't a weapon.
Yes.
It's merely a highly advanced prosthetic.
Yes. Oh Lord.
That's what he says in Iron Man 2. The courtroom in Iron Man 2, the courtroom scene in the beginning is amazing, but for me at least, where it's a weapon. No, it's not a weapon. It's a merely a, how do you classify it? It's a not a prosthetic. It's gonna bother me now. I quickly listen to that again. Stand by. Oh, it's no longer available.
Artificer.
Oh, that's the wrong section. Nah, never mind. Fuck it, I'll find it. But yeah, anyway, that key says it. No, it's not a weapon. It's a very advanced prosthetic. Or
Life support.
Life support device. Yes, there we go.
I don't remember.
Okie dokes, but anyway, that puts my dexterity up a bit. And what else has give me? That's ASI, and that's it for now. So the Iron Dragon then goes up to level 5. Let's do this. Artificer. Let's go up to level 5. Level 5, I get an extra attack thanks to the armorer.
Yes, you do. Attack twice.
That's it. That's all gets added. Next up, we go for obviously spells, but I'm not doing spells until I'm level 16. Then another. Oh no, that was wrong. Tasha's. Then I get a feature tool expertise. Yes, tool expertise does what? Double your ability check when you make uses of uses. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check that you make that uses your proficiency with a tool. Cool. Wonderful. That's something to keep in mind. Right, that's good, but moving on. Next we go for next level of the dragon. Next we gain average hit point increases by another 6. I then go to Flash of Genius, added to Iron Dragon. Flash of Genius. What does this do? Can you remember?
Flash of Genius allows you to give things, do rolls. Can't remember the exact wording now. Where are you? Flash of Genius. Starting at 7th, you gain the ability to come up with solutions under pressure. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, these are very nice.
And I can do it up to 4 times because of its rule. That's kind of cool.
Hmm.
Right, that is level 7. So here we go to level 8. Next ASI. 1, 2, 3, drop. There we go.
ASI! ASI!
It didn't give it to me.
Didn't?
I don't think I get ASI here.
No, at 8th level, yes. Ability score improvement.
Oh, there we go. Just didn't say it here. But anyway. Cool. Right, so I get ASI. I'm wondering... Now I should probably go with actual ability score increase. What about... I can't think of another feat that would really suit this. Let's have a look at the Tasha's feats. I haven't really played with those a lot.
Fair enough.
Tasha's cauldron of everything else. Go with Chef again.
If you really want to, I'm not gonna stop you.
Piercer. Strength for increase your strength or dexterity score by 1. That is useful. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can reroll one of the attack's damage dice, and you must use the new roll. You can score a critical hit that deals piercing damage on the creature when you score. You can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage. Oh wow! So you overshoot. The dexterity increase is nice. Still looking into that.
Yes. No, you got it right. It's a high-tech prosthesis.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Artificer initiate. I'm already an artificer, so that'll be pointless. Telepathic. Kind of useful. Detect thoughts is kind of interesting. Telepathic opens up the door of a world of hurt to me as well, though. So.
But yes, I've been enjoying She-Hulk.
Really?
Yes. It's
cool.
It's nice, goofy fun.
That's awesome. I'm glad it is. I've not seen anything bad of it yet.
I'm sure that there's a lot of outcries about it. Like, I get the sense from watching it that the people who like to complain about things are going to complain about it.
Oh no, absolutely. No, for sure.
But I'm sitting there going, I don't care. I can see where your complaints are coming from, but I don't care. This is fun.
I'm glad it's fun at least, because it does, set itself to be a bit goofy because it's, She-Hulk, attorney at law, which is like Birdman, attorney at law, which is amazing. I love that show. I love that show so much. You watched Birdman?
No, I don't think
Birdman, attorney at law. It's Birdman.
Is it a spin-off of Rick and Morty? No.
It's an adult.
Rick and Morty.
No. It's an Adult Swim show, but this is from the freaking early 2000s. Basically there was
Oh, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Yes, Harvey Birdman. So, Harvey Birdman.
It's got Stephen
The
Colbert in it.
it's a really really good show. So, the original Harvey Birdman, or original Birdman, is an actual
So this is the Birdman from the comics, is it?
Yeah, no, it is the comic book, but it is a comic book Birdman. It is a comic book Birdman. So what happened was there was a series of Saturday morning cartoons that ran until the 1969, and then now years later, Adult Swim took a lot of the clips and the IP. They got the intellectual property and like the rights to do something with it, and then what it did was they basically took all the characters and villains and everyone from the Birdman show and just said they're all it's a legal drama now, and it's so goddamn good.
Oh wow, this looks hilarious.
It's super hilarious, and it because it's just Birdman. It's one of the key. He at one point gets sued by one of the villains because in one of the like Saturday morning shows he literally dumps this villain like into a volcano.
Oh wow.
So this guy comes back and sues him for like damages. It's really, really fun. I know, I enjoyed it. There's also this the leader of the law firm is really crazy. he's insane.
Adult Swim is just fun though.
Yeah, it's fun. Some of their stuff is a bit cringy sometimes for me, but Birdman and Space Ghost Coast to Coast was amazing for me. Space Ghost Coast to Coast was my first introduction to Adult Swim. Anyway, sorry, we got off track by a lot.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Where was I with this? Oh, I was looking for a feat.
Actually, no. Oh yes, a feat.
What is this Sliverbin magic? The prerequisite deep
for Fneblins, for Feb. That's their
Neblin.
If you keep interrupting me, I'll never get it right. It's for Fneblin.
What he said. You need to be a deep gnome to get this. I'm gonna ignore that.
Svirfneblin.
Snirfneblin.
Say it in the Russian accent. It is
Snirfneblin.
Svirfneblin.
Snirfneblin. There we go. Neblin. Noblin de Neblin. Oh, Xanathar's got feet. Comrade. Deep gnome. Prodigy. That's interesting. You have a knack for learning new things. You gain the following benefits. Prerequisites. Nope, I can't take this. Second chance. Halfling. Nope. Elven accuracy. Nope. It's in the name. Dragon fear. Prerequisite dragonborn.
Did you take your feat? Oh, yes, your 4th level was Gunner. Apologies. Things all wonky.
Instead of exhaling destructive energy, you can expend the use of your Dragon's Breath trait to roar, forcing each creature of your choice within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw. Here's the save calculation. A target automatically succeeds if they can't hear or see you. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. So that's kind of cool. Dragon hide, dragonborn.
That won't be useful to you
because of armor.
Yeah.
Bountiful luck. No. Maybe I should just go
benefit
lucky.
Most from something that's nice and straightforward.
Sentinel maybe.
Yeah, Sentinel or Polar Master or
Tough. Not a bad one.
Or Tough.
Tough is super straightforward. Warcaster maybe.
Warcaster could be good too.
Advantage Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. It's going along there, okay. You can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have weapons or shields in both hands, which is kind of pointless because my hands will already be open, but okay.
No,
When a
you're
hostile creature's
yeah.
movement provokes an attack opportunity, you can use your reaction to cast a spell. Ooh, I like this. Because I'm not going to
Yeah.
probably be carrying a lot of weapon. Then again, my gauntlet thing is count as weapons, so.
Mm.
Yeah, no, this will be a bit of a waste. Spell Sniper.
We
Ooh, I could
have
go Spell Sniper, gain Eldritch Blast, and then get keep building on that. Nah, fuck that. It's stupid.
you could if you do you want to go with a ranged
A bit of
because I'm
both.
asking I have some thoughts. If
It's not gonna be
you
explicitly rangeable. It's supposed to be more of a close range type of thing.
if you if you want to pick the other armor model, which I think is more close range, you do lose the dampening field, but then you could take medium armor master instead.
Which does.
It medium armor no longer poses disadvantage to stealth, and you can apply a +3 from your dexterity instead of just a +2.
Oh, that's really tanky.
Yes.
My speed goes down, however.
That it does, but you want to suppose you need to get close ranged, but I mean there's other ways.
No,
I'm
I
just
like it.
thinking let's then for example, okay, then you have thunder gauntlets instead of lightning launcher. They
Okay,
counter simple
instantly.
melee weapons when you're holding them and deal 1d8 thunder damage on a hit. When they are hit, they have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn.
What's this armor's name again? Guardian.
Guardian, yes. And then defensive field is a bonus action. You gain temporary hit points equal to your level in the class, replacing any temporary hit points you already have. You lose the temporary hit points if you doff the armor, and you can use this action a number of times equal to your efficiency bonus. Regain expended uses when you finish a long rest. So this will make you a lot more tanky.
I like it actually. Okay, so yeah, that means I need to now change. Just luckily, it's not hard to change. Gonna go Guardian. Let's see if I can spell Guardian. Guar. There we go. Okay, so
Gods and queens go together, and like the Q, the G doesn't want to be without its U. That was my mnemonic, whatever you call
mnemonic
it, for trying to remember how to spell God.
reminds me of Johnny Mnemonic. Get to that in a minute.
As long as
The
it's not Johnny Bubonic.
you know, do you know of the movie Johnny Mnemonic?
No, I've never heard of it. I
It's
don't
one
think.
of Keanu Reeves' older movies.
Ha.
What's in high school? So, not to go too much of a tangent, but the base plot is that the cure to AIDS has been found.
Oh.
Like the absolute cure to AIDS has been. But now it needs to be transferred. And we live in this weird dystopian sci-fi world that we are in, that in the movie takes place in. They use data brokers or data transports. Now these data transports, they've got a small addition to their head, like a small computer.
Mm.
That interfaces, and they use their brains as storage space. They were the same way you'd use a flash drive. Now, keep in mind this movie came out back when the freaking early 90s, so storage space on computers was small already. So they'd only be able to store a little bit of information in their brains, and what would happen was you give up a small amount of your own memories to make space. So Johnny basically knows all his skills and what he needs to do, but he's forgotten a lot of the stuff. And the story about this is essentially that this information that he's carrying is so big, it had to take up more than usual. So there are these gaps in his current information. So he has to now survive and bring back get the package to the other people. But no one can kill him outright because they need him alive to extract his memories and this formula. It's a funky
Ah.
movie. It's kind of good. It's very, very gritty and sci-fi. It's way before The Matrix. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting constantly off track. I need to change out my armor. That's what I'm busy doing. Okay, so I reduced my speed already. Now I get
Yes.
the defensive field, which gives me temporary hit points.
Yes, you use that in battle.
Yes. So it gives you defensive field. As a bonus action, you can gain temporary hit points. Great. It
Well,
also
you
gives
can
me.
use it outside of battle too.
Yeah, I guess. I like the idea of. I understand what you mean. Each of the armor's gauntlets counts as a simple melee weapon while you aren't holding anything in them. And they do 1d8, so it's more of a punch, not a shoot. That's cool.
Yep.
A creature each of the gauntlet has disadvantage in attack rolls. Okay, is that included? I've got it here. That's the infiltrator. Here's the melee. So dex, attack. What on earth is this coding? Attack, intelligence, dex. What the hell? Makes no sense. Okay, let's quickly read.
Oh, it's you're meant to input your intelligence modifier and your dexterity modifier. That's what the coding there means.
Gotcha. Sorry. Does it add the dexterity modifier?
Let me just say, where's the section that tells you you can use your intelligence instead of strength? If the armor normally has a strength requirement, no, that's not it. Off armor needs to be arcane until you know armor model. Where is it? Tools of the trade, armor spells. Is it here? Hmm. I I don't think it's the armorer that can do that.
Artificer, armor. Yeah, well, the Rob 2e 1 year full Guardian is weird then. Okay, the normal actual one for Thunder Gauntlets is. It's a normal
Because
attack roll.
the
Melee attack
battlesmith
roll.
can use their intelligence instead of their they can use when they make an attack with a weapon, they can use their intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity for the attack and damage rolls. That's the battlesmith. I think the artillerist gets the same effect.
Yeah, to an extent, yes.
Yeah, they can, I think, use their intelligence modifier on their arcane firearm. But anyways,
Yeah, it just confuses me here. The attack is the attack is essentially my attack modifier will still
here it
be.
is. Here you are. Each model includes a special weapon. When you attack with that weapon, you can add your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dex to the attack and damage roll. When you attack with the armor, so the armor can be intelligence based for the attacks, but
This
not
is
your other
under Arcane
weapons.
Armor.
Yes, armor under the armor model section, where it describes the different models.
Oh, yes, you're right. Instead of strength or dexterity for attack and damage. Okay, cool. Well, then I'm gonna quickly code it in anyway, so it's done. Let's see. So advantage on attacks. What does give me advantage on attacks? Sometimes, not always. Thunder Gauntlets.
They give another creature disadvantage on
Yes,
attack
yeah.
rolls.
Oh, gotcha. No worries. And then a creature hit by the gauntlet's disadvantage until the start. Magical defense. Okay, never mind. I think that's just a standard action that he included there for the fun of it. Right. So I'm gonna include my intelligence here instead of my dexterity. So this is my So this is gonna be attack. My int. Do I just remove the? I'm always confused about the coding for these things. Have a look here.
Yeah, you remove both int and dex. You remove them entirely and just use int modifier.
Okay, but this is now. I think this is already. I don't think I have to edit this. If I put myself.
Okay.
So if you're in the server, I'm just gonna quickly. This is an effect. This isn't a attack roll.
Yes, it modifies your attack rolls, the effect.
Mm-hmm. So let me. I'm just gonna quickly check. Melee. Star stat. Base ability. Intelligence. So it's a +7. My intelligence is +4. So it's +7. Okay, cool. So there's my attack roll. How do I get another +3? I don't like this effect. I'd rather have it baked in to that roll.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
That's
so
why
no,
I
no,
usually sit and whittle through this stuff. That's why I was like, I want older people older
no, I'm
people
aware of it now.
things beforehand so that I can sit and
The
figure out this
dis
shit.
Yeah, the disadvantage part here. Let me just quickly enable
That's
editing.
gonna be useful.
Yeah, that one's gonna be useful. So here's the Artificer Armor Melee. This effect here, I want to delete. I don't want to delete the entire item. Just want to delete it. Can I? Shit. Hey. Guardian Melee. Come on. I just want to delete this one thing.
Oh.
I want to delete this one line. I can't remember how to do that.
Right click on it, on the thing you
Remove
want.
action. There we go.
Yes.
It's the action.
Yes.
And then this effect here. So I'm going to remove this action. And then the disadvantage, I'm going to also remove. No, the advantage one, because I have no idea what that's there. There's no rule there. Makes sense of that. Okay, coolio. There we go. And then I'm going to change this effect to say intelligence instead of strength. And there we go, +7. And if I now attack, 19 +7, that's 26. +7, yeah, that's not bad. Coolio. Okay, cool. So now, that was a pain in the butt, but it's done now. Then the armor I'm currently wearing is medium armor. Half plate is medium armor, yes. So that gives me what? Oh, I don't get the medium armor expert yet.
You are level 8, and we can pick it now if you'd like.
Oh, it was a separate feat. Understood. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, that's what I'm gonna. It's medium. If I can spell medium correctly. Medium armor master. Here we go. So medium armor master.
Can increase your strength. No. Yes. No. Sorry. Your medium armor doesn't impose stealth disadvantage, and can add 3 from your dexterity instead of just 2.
Okay, but I only have a +1 anyway, so it's not a major issue yet. I can increase my dexterity soon, though. Yeah, that's still useful. Also, but the benefit of this is that it doesn't impose disadvantage on your on my stealth check, so I still get that benefit. Awesome. We'll just have to remember that whenever stealth comes up.
Interestingly, if you really want to try and lean into the heavy tank, you've gone with half plate, which is medium armor. But if you have heavy armor, this is just me talking. Don't feel compelled to retcon. This is just me talking. But the heavy armor master feat allows you to increase your strength score by 1, and while you are wearing the armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage that you take from non-magical attacks is reduced by 3. So you essentially get damage reduction.
True. I'm just worried it's too much money. I don't want to buy so much extra stuff that I just feel if, medium plate is half plate is already like 700 gold. 700 gold, so I don't really want to break the bond. The hell is this now? Fuck. Why is my phone going off?
You set an alarm for something very important.
Didn't.
I don't know then.
Oh, idiot. Hey, I got you. Accidentally somehow managed to find my phone on my watch.
Ah.
Okay. Let's have a look here. Not a bad idea, but I'll just go with medium. Go a
Fair
little bit
enough. No, I'm
live.
just
Yeah.
only reason I brought it up is because medium armor master still sort of benefits you when you increase your dexterity.
Yes, no, but that's what I'm gonna do. Because I at least get one more chance to increase my dex, so gonna have to look at that. Right. So next up.
There's two more ASIs, one at 12th and at 6th.
Yeah. So I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it.
Shmish,
Right.
shmish, shmish,
Ship.
shmish.
Right. So freaking brained, but let's quickly move on. Next up, we go for. Okay, you know what? Before we do that, let's export my character for safety. Silver iron. This is at level 8.
I am the Iron Dragon.
I am the Iron Dragon. Down, 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 down. Legally distinct music.
Yeah, like you could be a. Ooh, I just had a weird idea. If a Dampier is an armorer artificer, they could be the Iron Bat.
Oh no.
I'm the Iron Bat.
Armor modifications is something I just got. So armor modification.
Yes, that's the one that allows you to add infusions to the helmet and the boots and the essentially turn your armor into multiple slots that you can use.
Oh yeah. Okay. So basically different parts. But it still takes from my main fusions.
Yeah, well, it also
Okay.
increases the number of items you can infuse as long as those
By
items
2.
are on your armor. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Essentially, you get two free infused slots on your armor.
Well, considering that the armor is so intertwined with me, it makes sense. Cool. Next up, we go for level. What's next? There we go. Magic item adept.
Yes, that means you can be attuned to more than 3 magic items.
Yeah, cool. It is already updated, so my attunement is now from 3 to 4. Nice, and that's 10th level. Wonderful. Then we go to
11th level,
This
and you
is
get
gonna
a
be.
spell storing item.
Oh my, for fuck's sake! And I've got a spell storing ring already. Abilities. Let's have a look here. Spell storing item. At 11th level, you learn how to store a spell in an object. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch one simple or martial weapon, or one item that you can use as a spellcasting focus. So my armor. You can I'm gonna do that. You can store a spell in it. Choosing a first or second. Good lord, if everyone casts detect magic and I'm in the room, they're gonna go blind. This is God.
My eyes!
My eyes!
It burns!
Avert your eyes, son. Where was I? Okay. Choosing a
Cover
first
yourself. It offends my sensibility.
a first or second level spell from the Artificer spell list that requires one action to cast. Cool. While holding an object, the creature can take an action to produce the spell's effect from it, using your spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much just it's like Ring of Spell Storing, but 2 of them and on my armor. This is awesome. This is not what I had in mind, but this is gonna be weird. Very efficient. I mean, I don't need to. I've got my hands open at all times, and I'm just blasting.
I'm blasted.
I'm blasting.
And he just started blasting.
Okay, God. Let's quickly go to number 12. Ability score increase, I think.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm actually going to take my dexterity up by 2 to 15.
Excellent.
So now my armor excellent. Now my armor is up to 19. That's with the shield. Make sure that is yes, that's with the shield. And now, if I get get 1 more point in dexterity, it means my armor will be 20, which is good. You know, if there are fighters or paladins or something like that in a party on Saturday, they'll outshine me. But I'll definitely be useful. Right. So then, let's go for Artificer level 13.
The unlucky level.
Nothing happens here, it seems. Level 14, I get magic item Savant. On so much shit.
It again just increases the number of attunements you can have.
You bastard! You can,
which is useful because you create lots of infusions, so it just makes sense.
You ignore all class, race, spell, and level requirements for tuning to use a magic
using
item.
a magic. It's nifty that they included it, but very few items actually have
a class or race prerequisite.
Have race or level requisites, or even spell requisites. They do have class. A lot of things say only wizard or druid or, well, mostly just wizard or sorcerer or warlock.
Sounds like a pay-to-win scheme. Level 15, I get Perfected Armor.
Yeah.
This is where things get interesting. Okay, what does Perfected Armor do?
Well, for the Guardian, when a huge or smaller creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to magically force it to make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, you pull the creature up to 25 feet directly to an unoccupied space. If you pull the target to a space within 5 feet of you, you can make a weapon attack against it as part of this reaction. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses of it when you finish your long rest.
Oh, that's awesome. So, any enemy creature that ends its turn within 30 feet of me, I can essentially Sentinel.
More or less, yes.
Pull them closer to me and attack them. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Get over here, smack. Number of times.
I'm just imagining you like generating this gravitic field, like poof.
That's essentially a Solarian from Starfinder. they do that. So at level 1, not as powerful, but it gets better. I like this. This is awesome. Yeah, that's a base. It's a simple but yet effective rule. Perfected Armor. Cool. And now for the big 16. This is where I get my next ASI, correct?
Yes, and that will be the last
level. The last level. Is there any feat I can take that just increases my dex by 1?
There should be. There should be. Let's take a look at what we've got.
I'll take Actor.
The mobile feat for one might. No, I actually think it doesn't. Mobile. Where are you? Mobile. No, it doesn't. Alert. No.
Resilient.
Charger.
Choose one ability score, you gain the following benefit. Increase the ability score by 1 to a total of max 20. You gain proficiency in a saving throw using that ability score. And I don't have proficiency in dex saves.
Well, if you want to go with resilient dexterity, that's not a bad choice.
Yeah, it's straightforward and does what I need to. And I just didn't want to have to fiddle in a second ASI somewhere. Although increasing my con, probably not a bad idea either. I'd rather get a proficiency in dex saves, just in case. I don't trust this dungeon. I'll go with resilient. I juiced. So that means my dexterity goes up to 16, meaning my armor goes to 20. And I get proficiency in dexterity saving throws, means my dex save is now +8.
Beautiful.
Yeah, cool. It's all coded in. Beautiful. Armor class of 20. Because I'm basically this Iron Man suit with a floating drone around me that constantly shields me as well. And this is without weapons. This is kind of cool. Okay. Holy crap. Right.
Now
am going
the infusions
and spells.
And then spells. Spells are actually little easier for the Artificer, mostly because they work very similarly to the Cleric, but with a much smaller like spell list. So you just know all your spells and you just pick a number of them that you have prepared for the day. And then your specialization has a list of always prepared spells.
I saw those, yeah. Okay, but let's go to the infusions first. Infuse item. Here we go. Okay, so at this level, I know 10, and I can. I know 10. I can infuse 5 and 2 and a 7, but 2 of those 7 need to be on the armor.
Yes.
Good God. Are you ready? How many players are playing on Saturday?
5 have booked. But I balanced the dungeon for level 16.
This is the level, just sheer amount of information that a player brings. A player comes to the table with a thesis.
Yes.
That's what bugs me about high level play, but you are good at it, so
I don't deny it.
But I agree with your sentiment of trying it over and over and over again until we get better at it. So
If you haven't, if you haven't actually spent time there, I will say this is not the best way to actually do high level. The best way to do high level is to level up your character a little more naturally, just because then you learn the nuances of all the mechanics that you get along the way.
Yes and no. I wouldn't say it's the best way. I would say that's kind of the OCD or the sort of the preferred way, because the preferred way to have it all make sense over time. Basically, slow study. But
yeah, no, I just think
if you look statistically at a number of our groups in the club that actually play from level 1 and stay together until like level 10.
Yeah.
Out of every group that starts a long campaign, I want to make the argument that, hey, someone said hi.
Yes, hello. First time chat from Bryce Loves Gaming.
Hello, Bryce. We're building a level 16 character for... Oh, this is a raid. Welcome to everyone that's currently in chat.
Yes, hello.
Well, since all of you are going to drop off soon because, well, your chosen streamer has dumped you here. Thank you so much, however. We are building characters, a character in Fantasy Grounds, and having a lot of fun doing it for a game that Dylan is running tomorrow.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello.
A level 16 mini campaign.
Yeah, it's going to be a few sessions. Now, I've, to this point, built essentially an Iron Man if Iron Man was a Dragonborn. So
the Iron Dragon.
Yeah, I've got 17, after everything, 17 strength, 16 dexterity, 13 constitution, 19 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 9 charisma. Charisma's kind of a dumb stat here because of most likely just be fights. Anyway. But yes, we have gone through all the leveling up steps in Fantasy Grounds, so we're actually looking at infusions now. But anyway, back to it. List of infusions. Okay, so I know 10 infusions. I need to prepare 10 infusions. I'm going to quickly just create myself a note. Ooh, notes. I am going to have to create one here. Let's quickly go here. Infusions. My infusions. Right, so I'm going to quickly refresh my page. I want to see what some of the names that joined in. Hey, it's a lot of people. It's always fun to see more people join. Anyway, let's have a look at my infusions. So
there's so many to choose from.
There's a lot. The thing I like about the infusions, by the way, because this character is built for Eberron, not for Eberron, not directly for, you know, Forgotten Realms, is that the infusions themselves sometimes have these level caps in them, or specific stat caps or stuff like that. Anyway.
Yeah. There's a level. The infusions list has levels for, like, essentially the rarity and power scope of the type of item you can infuse at that level.
So I'm just going to throw a few at the board here. Repulsion Shield is one that I'm looking for. Creature gains +1 armor class bonus while wielding this shield. I can, yeah, I'm gonna add it. I'm probably not gonna use it for myself though, but it's useful to add to someone else.
True.
Because I mean, I can still be, it's not all selfish abilities. Returning weapon, because I just like the idea. It's a silly trope from TV shows and anime and stuff. Like I kind of always liked is like the returning fist, like Astro Boy. If you've ever watched any amount of Astro Boy,
I watched the Astro Boy movie that came out a few years back.
it got some bad hate afterwards. I realized, but I actually rather enjoyed it.
I really loved it. I didn't know it got hate. Oh well.
I don't know why, but again, that was I think from the purists, the people that knew the original. But the original was really just a Saturday morning cartoon. But I will be crucified if I continue talking. Let's move on. Repeating shot is something I kind of always take, because well, it just kind of, in my opinion, stupid if you don't take it as an artificer because free ammunition.
Free ammunition.
Honestly, repeating shot I don't take because it's cool. It's a repeating blam. It's a license for me not to keep track of ammunition.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I take it. Radiant weapon is kind of cool. What else?
To your point of fist go boom, arcane propulsion armor. Oh, wait. Arcane propulsion. The wearer of this armor gains these benefits. The wearer's walking speed increases by 5 feet. You don't need to have infiltrate armor to have an extra 5 feet walking speed.
Where is this?
Arcane propulsion armor. It might be from Tasha's if it's not listed there.
And let me just quickly pull that up then. Library, because the hell? I want to be Iron Man.
Tasha's. It includes gauntlets, each of which is a magic melee weapon that can be wielded only when the hand is holding nothing. The wearer is proficient with the gauntlets, and each one deals 1d8 force damage on a hit, and has the thrown property with a normal range of 20 and a long range of 60. This is like a mini version of the Armorer Artificer's entire shtick, but for other artificers. When thrown, the gauntlets detach and flies at the attack's target,
God.
then immediately returns to the
This is-
wearer and reattaches.
This is amazing. Hang on, this is super cool. What? The hell?
What?
What? This is not cool. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. I can't. If I'm worried because if I can do stuff like this, what's the other players going to be able to do? This is problematic.
I think you'll find that I've still designed a dungeon that will
No.
challenge.
You will challenge us. I'm just. I think with going from 0 to 16 for a short campaign. Hear me out. Something as a player I need to always remember is not to blow my load in the first fight, because first fight you sit down and you're like, first fight, yeah, and everyone's like wants to like shine their abilities they've now like carefully crafted. You need not to. It's okay to just start your turn and hold action, or start your turn and push, or do a help action. Just stick to the basics and just play the game, but don't burn a spell slot every round in the first fight.
No,
then again, because you will just giggle and petrify us all.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of a fight against the Medusa. Is there is almost nothing other than Greater Restoration, which I already have a workaround for, that protects you against petrification. Almost nothing. There's one or two things that I'm aware of that could be misused, but I've anticipated like maybe 2 or 3 players having those sort of workarounds.
Okay.
The creature is still gonna be really, really tough as just a normal creature to attack. If, say, 2 of you are petrified, then I'm only fighting 3 characters. And that's just in the fight with the Medusa. There's an entire dungeon in front of her.
Yes. Shield. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Repulsion Shield, returning weapon. Oopsie. And Not in use. Not in use. This is a 6th level. This is a not available. What, the next one is the repeating shot. Repeating shot. Nice. And not in use currently. Oh, come on. I'm making a small table for myself.
Cool.
At the top of my, I've got a separate like entry I use for this. In use, and then there we go. Okay, wonderful. Arcane Propulsion Armor is nuts. The wearer is missing any limbs. Okay, but that's already I already have. The armor can't be removed against that. I already have. The armor includes gauntlets. And my movement speed is increased by 5. I love this so much. I'm going to definitely. I love this so much. I'm already going to activate it on my my 1 armor slot. So, Arcane Propulsion Armor, and this is going to be in use on my. I'm going to put this on my greaves.
Cool.
My greaves, basically my foot armor. This is level 14 infusion. Okay, so that is infused. That means this guy is bolted. So that is on armor. Right, so this is nuts, Dylan. Okay, cool.
But you see how much fun you're having. This is why I want to do this.
It's very powerful.
It's super awesome for
playing high
to
level
be
is
able
always
to...
problematic, I guess, for me. I just want to see.
Players have a lot of
it doesn't
fun,
allow
though.
me to fly, right?
No, it doesn't.
Use the thrown property. Oh, but it does say that I can throw my gauntlets.
Yes.
The wearer proficiency of the gauntlets is modified force damage. It's a thrown property. Gauntlet detaches and flies and attacks. Immediately retains and reattaches. That's awesome. This is really cool. Okay, moving on.
You can choose a replicate magic item infusion and then gain winged boots, and then you get a fly speed if you want to get a fly speed.
No, I was just joking. I don't want wings. Enhanced arcane focus. While holding this item, in other words, my armor, I get a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, the creature ignores half cover when making it. Oh yeah, I am going to take this as a
+2 because you're 10th level.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as my second infusion on my armor.
Cool.
Cool. Enhance arcane focus, and that's gonna be on my. That's essentially gonna go on my helmet. See.
Okay, cool.
Enhance arcane focus. Armor 2. Go. And this is a level. What level is this? This is level. It's not a specific level.
No, enhanced arcane focus is one of the ones you can get right.
Okay. Right. So that's number 2. That's number 1 and number 2. So
technically it's 2nd level, but yeah.
Now I can now still do 5 infusions. Do 5 more infusions. And I also need to choose 5 more.
Yeah.
I can. Yes, because I get 2 extra infusions as long as I go only on my armor.
Yes. Oh wait, no, sorry. That I was.
But my total infusions only still remain 10.
Yeah, no. I was just.
Well, known infusions. Sorry.
You. 1, 2. Yes. Wait. No. Don't you need to know 6 more still? Did I miss one?
No,
I've been mirroring you.
I need to know 5 more. So my current list is Repulsion Shield, Returning Weapons, Repeating Shot.
Oh, I missed Returning Weapon. There we go. That's the one I missed.
There we go. We found it. Right. In which case, we then need to go to the next one. Enhanced Weapon. That's always useful for other players. Helm of Awareness now. Homunculus Servant. Ooh. I get a little robot pet. In combat, it's a pet. I'm not sure if I want a pet.
Thing is, I have to codify it then. That's why I'm secretly pleased you didn't go with the Battlesmith, because then I don't have to build your defender.
No, I know. So if I open my modules here, you'll see I've got under activation. I actually have B9.
Oh.
Steel
Wow.
defenders separately
Yes.
loaded
Yes.
because I know it's the same reason. It's kind of the same problem you have with mechanics in Starfinder, but mechanics for some reason was easier for me. I don't know why. Mind sharpener.
Like a pencil sharpener, only.
But for your mind.
For grey matter.
Does it come out in small shavings as well?
Yes, neat little slices.
Ew. That's actually not that strange. Before like modern day MRIs, there was one famous, at least two famous, I think, relatively famous criminals that ended up donating their bodies to science, and they were sliced, like layer for layer. So what I did with the one, I think the first one was they completely froze the body. Then they used essentially a massive lathe to remove like a millimeter, and then they did the scan. Then they removed another millimeter and did the scan, and went on, basically destroying everything of this poor corpse. Hello, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh, from Smiteworks. Welcome.
Hello.
We're creating a 16th level character for gamers playing on Saturday. And I've forgotten just how much a 16th level character adds. By the way, since Smiteworks is here, thank you guys for. I was building an Artificer, and we're used to using we're used to using Rob Tui's attachments to give us the class and race features that aren't codified immediately. But the moment I added the subclass for my Artificer, the Artificer effects and coding loaded from the Smiteworks content, which was very helpful. So thank you. Anyways, back to it. Repeating shot. Good item.
Yes. Thank you. We were talking about what to get next. And
do you take replicate item once per type of item?
Yes, you can replicate once per type of item. I was gonna say, if you wanted the mind sharpener, it's not a bad infusion to take, since you didn't take what's its name now? Sorry, Warcaster. You didn't take Warcaster, and Mind Sharpener essentially allows you to succeed on Constitution saves to maintain concentration checks.
The problem with it, though, is that not the major problem, but I'm basically already have one infusion on my helmet.
True.
For Arcane Focus. Tell you what, now Arcane Focus I can move to my chest plate.
If you want to.
Chest heart. Because I'm building Iron Man.
Iron Dragon.
Anyway, so
I'm going to build the Iron Bat, by the way.
Squeak. Yeah, screw it, why not? Mind Sharpener makes sense. I'm just gonna take it and add it to as a normal infusion to my helmet. But technically I'm not wearing a helmet, but technically I am. Okay, so the way the magical armor works is the moment I have it, I then have a full covered suit of armor, but it only still counts as the normal suit. It's just magically infused.
Yes.
But I can as a bonus action have a helmet.
You can also just not have arms, but have arms if you're an armor artificer. Which does pose a question, though.
I had to put that together in my head from scratch. You are correct. I can essentially be a torso.
Yes.
A torso and a head.
Yes.
That's badass.
Yes, it's very cool. I love it.
It's a silly thing, but Mind Sharpener, suit of armor. Oh, it just needs a suit of armor. Okay. That doesn't have to go on a helmet.
I think most of these things don't have a specific thing. Only the infused items need to be on a specific item for the most part.
Well, this says item.
Well,
Mine
boots of the
sharpener.
winding path. Obviously are boots, and then no, okay, I take.
I just don't want to. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing it up is this is now a 5th edition question, not a Fancy Grounds question, but I don't want to necessarily how to put this. I don't want them to necessarily smash the limits of where I can put things. If
Your
that makes sense.
infusions.
My
No, that makes
infusions.
sense.
So just making sure it's above board. Oh, for Pete's sake! Sorry, I changed the column there now. I pressed the shortcut key to open something. There we go. Mind sharpener. Oh, I'm taking my mind sharpener anyway. It might be useful. I can always put it on another person.
True.
Use. Right, so that's now. I need 4 more. Radiant weapon, maybe repeating shot of guard, replicate magic item. So using. Okay, so I'm just gonna go read this real quick. Replicate magic item. You can learn this infusion. Okay, multiple times. Okay, cool. So replicating magic item. I want to replicate. Wand of Secrets is kind of cool for finding traps, isn't it?
Yeah. Wand of Secrets is pretty cool for that.
Goggles of Night are kind of cool because I currently still have normal vision.
Because you chose the old Dragon Ball.
Yes, because I prefer the old Dragon Ball.
I thought you liked the way they were reprinted in 1D.
No, I do. I do. What's his face? I'm feeling nostalgic about it. I like for some reason.
I'm just
I'm not saying I don't like the
it-
other one as well. I'm going to take a replicate
True.
magic item. Oopsie. For Goggles of Night.
I actually need to go and check some.
So
'Cause
this is gonna actually be one of my infusions.
where are you first?
Goggles of
There you
Night
are.
gives me dark vision, right?
Yes.
Goggles of Night. Eyes of Night. No. I just
Actually,
want the item.
I'm wrong. Dragonborn from Fizzbands don't have dark vision.
Goggles of Night. I just screwed that up. Goggles of.
Now I'm starting to question everything.
Reality is starting to shatter. Help me. What are you doing to the pancakes?
Battering them with
So-
salt. So it's salt and the battery.
No. So here we are.
Yes.
I'm
listening.
actually going to have two sets of Goggles of the Night. And basically
Okay.
keep one in my backpack in case I encounter someone that suddenly needs.
Fair
goggle.
enough.
This is just, I don't know. I can retcon this later, but this is an infusion. Infusion. There we go. This is on my head.
Orc. Wolf.
What
Dragonborn.
the hell are you up to? Oh, you're going
Creature
through a
type
list.
humanoid, size medium, 5 to
7.
7 feet tall, speed 30 feet, lifespan 80 years. Chronic ancestry, breath weapon, damage resist, dark vision. So
I can learn
I
to
thought they
do.
got dark vision when they got essentially reprinted in Fizzbands.
Ooh, a ring of
They
free
didn't.
action. I can replicate this.
You can. Just pay
I've
close
never.
attention. Just pay close attention to what free action means.
Yeah, I'm going to go read it now. I just want to see what it looks like. Ooh,
Yes.
that's pretty. Okay, so a
can't
chunky
be-
ring made of interlocking silver links. Okay, cool. While you wear this link, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. That's very nice. In addition, magic can either reduce your speed. It can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed and restrained. That's really cool.
So you can't be it's not like restrained or paralyzed while you're being petrified, but you can still be petrified. I had to go and double check. The ruling.
Wow. That was. So why do you know this suddenly off the top of your head?
Because I had to go
worried.
and check. I was like, does the Ring of Free Action just mitigate the effects of petrification? And I was like, no, thank God they don't.
I'm gonna take a ring of reaction. Ring of free. And this is gonna be my 4th infusion.
Okay. But yes. Much excite about what people are going to bring to the table and seeing how they break what I have tried to create. I'm still very proud of what I did. The thing is, it's a very tricky balance of when you create a high level dungeon or encounter of you don't just want to add more numbers. You don't want to just add infinite health to a creature, because that's boring. But at the same time, you don't want to. Yeah, you just don't want to add more numbers because you also don't want impossible DCs just everywhere. Because then it's also like, what's the point of rolling? And you don't want.
Mm.
It's a very tricky thing to accomplish, and that's why I think high level play is so often
So
avoided.
something in 5th edition that's kind of, it's not impossible, but at least rules is written. It's a little bit easier for me in Starfinder currently is scaling. Starfinder scales well to any level, almost to a fault. I'll tell you in a second why I say that. In 5th edition, skill challenges become kind of trivial the higher level you go. In Starfinder, they never really stop being trivial. Again, kind of to a fault. Now, it's because in Starfinder, what happens is, for example, I told you the carousing kind of doesn't make sense. I think I mentioned that in passing. The way carousing works is it says, oh, for 24 hours you go out basically clubbing or drinking, or you're on your ship and you and your buddies are just playing poker or playing a board game and just relaxing. To do carousing, you need to expend, as a character, you need to expend narcotics or basically recreational consumables that cost equal to, I think it was 1,000 credits, something like 100 credits plus times your character level. So literally, the higher level you are, the more expensive it is for you to get drunk. I'm oversimplifying, but to sort of put some light on it, that sort of scaling mechanic comes across a lot, and 9 out of 10 times it makes sense until it doesn't. And then you're sitting there going, this makes no sense. For example, but in those cases, it's easy for me to just retcon and say, no, it's just costs, if you can, no matter if you're 99 years old or 10 years old, if you walk into a shop right now with 100 rand, you'll still be able to buy the same amount of freaking booze. Well, if a shop is selling booze to a 10-year-old, I've got other questions, but you know what I mean. Well, I think you know what I mean.
I get it.
But anyway, no. But yeah, you're right. I hope I'm sure you're gonna be able to balance it well. You do well with these things.
That's the thing. The creature alone is a challenge for a party of 6 level 15s. The
Good lord.
boss at the end. And so I increased
So is
her
that
difficulty.
Is that CR 15 or is that including layer actions? Mining you
So
for information.
I'm
Be careful. Don't
basing
share anything you don't want to.
I'm basing her on a Theros creature, which has mythic actions. And mythic actions 9 times out of 10 are the creature you encounter phase 2. Like all the hit points of damage you just did are undone and you enter phase 2 of the fight. And so it's essentially the equivalent of fighting 2 monsters in a combat of the same CR. And that's about as much as I'll say about why she's so challenging, why the Medusa is so challenging. Is because she's mythic. And when I started looking at just trying to create something a little more unique, a little bit more, I wanted to increase the difficulty even beyond that, essentially.
Mm.
Just because I didn't want it to be a fight, a once-off fight. Because the maps deserve something brilliant. I sort of told you this, but it's actually a set of maps from
From
Chepeku, the
Chipeku,
map
yeah.
makers, that
Could you
has
just please
inspired this entire.
type out Chipeku for me in the Twitch chat so
Yeah, sure.
people listening can just understand what we're talking about? Because saying Chipeku and actually there we go, Chipeku. It's actually Che and Peku.
Yes.
If anyone doesn't know,
You
they
find them
are.
if you type that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They make beautiful RPG maps.
Beautiful.
Really beautiful. What's I with this? Oh yes. I chose resistant armor. As another infusion. 1, 2, 3,
Okay, cool.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can choose one more infusion. A replicate magic item is just the best option right now.
It is the one that I usually end up. More than half my infusions are actually a replicated magic item.
Only problem is like the only problem with that is sometimes attunement, and I'm at max attunement at 4 right now.
No, really? 4. You should have more than that. Artificer, class features, magic item savant. First you get
Oh, it goes up at level 10, doesn't it?
Yes. No, you get magic item adept at 10th level, and then magic item savant at 14th level. And you should be able to infuse 5.
Up to 5 at once. Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah.
that didn't go to 5 then. Oh, no, it did. Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. Then I could do one more. Okay, well, no. Braces of archery? No. Brooch of shielding? The brooch of shielding is useful for countering magic missiles. Ring of mind shielding. Slippers of spider crime. I just dislike them being called slippers. God damn it, I hate that.
Well, that's because their artwork is actually of slippers.
Now I know, but it frustrates me. If you try and walk upside down in Crocs, you're gonna fall out.
That you make an excellent point. I hadn't.
The slippers will remain
like
on the ceiling. That's why it bugs me. It's like, oh, you can climb on ceilings. Just hope you don't fall out of slippers.
Now we have to be fair to the creators of the slipper. If they can stick to ceilings, they can stick to feet. It does beg the question, though.
That's like creating double-sided. That's like creating a double-sided, a sticky note, a sticky note that's sticky on both sides.
Yes, exactly. But I mean,
that's useless.
Crazy mad wizard created them.
Okay, if you are gonna say that's how, okay, no,
I love this though.
If you say that's how how slippers of spider climb work, I'm gonna buy 2 sets and just sneak up to someone and spider climb their face to their feet.
I love this. I love this bit of lore.
Because while I'm holding onto the slipper, I decide where it sticks. So I'm gonna have it stick on someone's foot and then on their face, and just hold onto the slipper, and then they're incapacitated. Freaking stupid slippers.
I love this.
They're Crocs and they annoy me.
I'm going to include this now. Not all.
No,
not all slippers of spider climbing have to be double-sided sticky shoes, but the ones that are invented by a mad mage somewhere.
Oh no.
Say in Undermountain.
I will fireball your games. I swear. I will come over.
I'm gonna open a shop in what's its name, and have a goblin that just sells these sticky slippers.
I am going through. I'm going through Nam flashbacks of Spider Climb right now. You've not played D&D until you've seen a dwarf fly off the edge of a pillar after running vertically for 5 minutes. Launching dwarves, man. Launching dwarves. Eyes of Charming. No. A 10th level infusion. Boots of Striding. No. Hat of the Skies. Yes, because I can hide this glorious metal body.
Transformers, robots in
Dragon in disguise.
Trans Dragon.
Trans
Gender
Dragon.
in disguise.
Gender in there. We don't speak about it.
Sorry.
No, there is a robot chicken about transformers.
Oh no.
It's weird.
Oh no.
Megatron transforms.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh no. It's bad in many ways. Anyways.
Skullport, that's the place's name. It was going to bug me until I remembered it. I'm going
Ring
to
of
open a
Fire
shop in
Shield.
Skullport that just sells sticky, double-sided slippers.
Now, what does a medallion of thoughts do?
It lets you read thoughts.
That's fucking no.
What do you mean?
It's so
What?
boring.
It's a low-level, uncommon item. What do you expect?
Oh no. Why does it look like a skull?
Because that's where your thoughts are contained.
God. Detect thoughts. DC 13. That's Cloak of Protection, Eyes of Eagle, Headband of Intellect. I've already got one. Helm of Telepathy. A Quiver of. I can get it for another level 14 thing, maybe. Dimensional Shackles.
If you want to chain up all the baddies in my dungeon.
A Horn of Blasting. What does the Horn of Blasting do?
It's like the shackles. Like in the opposite direction.
Een is na my toe, die ander is weg van my af. Horn of Shackles. Horn of Blasting. Horn of Blasting. Does it have art? It does have art. Horn of Blasting. That's. I don't know what I was expecting. You can use an action to speak the Horn's command word, which is called Blasting. Which emit a thunderous blast, 30-foot cone, audible for 600 feet. Is this just Thunderclap? DC 15 Constitution save. Thunder damage. It's not Thunderclap, but in a cone.
Yes, well, there's also a number of spells that actually are affected by the Horn of Blasting.
That's odd.
I think it's Wall of Force or something like that. That says unless targeted by disintegrate or Horn of Blasting.
That's 5d6 thunder damage, though. That's not
is,
that's not something
well,
to shun. But I already do a lot of lightning and thunder damage. Bracers of Defense, Boots of Speed, Levitation. I can go with Boots of Speed and make myself even faster. Boots of Levitation. Let's look at those.
Boots of Levitation.
I can Iron Man it up a bit longer. Boots of Levitate.
Well, I mean, if you want to go, the Boots of Levitate are inferior to the Boots of the Winged Boots. Unless you specifically want to levitate. Levitation in D&D allows you to go up and down, but not, move.
Uh-huh.
And become a balloon.
Amulet of Health. Let's have a look at that.
Sets your Constitution 19.
Well, considering what might be coming, that might be completely useless.
You'll be a very robust statue.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. No. I'm metagaming a little bit, but no. That's
Everyone's gonna be metagaming a little bit. I literally named this campaign Medusa Madness.
Wand of Detect Magic. Wand of Secrets. Eyes of Charming. Oh, I don't need to use it myself.
Blink,
This can go
blink.
to someone else.
Blink, blink.
Blink. Emoji. Ring of Water Walking. Ring of Haunting. Pipes of Haunting. Anton. Eyes of That's an old in-joke between me and someone else. Apologies.
Oh, no.
That's a very old in-joke. It's from Kung Fu Panda. Guys, gloves of swimming and climbing. Gloves of missile
And
snaring.
Kung Fu Panda does that. Do they go? I mean,
So-
I'm sure they do,
so
but
he-
where is
he
it
breaks-
significant?
after him being declared after him being declared as the dragon warrior,
Yes.
they kind of lock him up in their sort of main hall somewhere.
Yes.
And he's left alone among all these kung fu artifacts, right?
Yes.
And he knows
yes.
what everything is, so he like
Yes,
fanboys about it. And then he
Yes.
gets to this urn, basically this pot.
Oh,
And it's like,
yes!
Oh,
Now
the
I know what you're
souls of
talking
1,000, like
and
1,000
then he
warriors
breaks
are here.
the urn, yes.
And then
they
you
go,
just hear,
"Whoa!"
and
when
then they
they're,
all
like,
go away,
floating
and he's
about
like, no,
there.
no, it was like that. And then while they're walking in, he like with his foot like shuffles like some of the shards of the bottle. And as he does that, from the shards, you see some more little souls go.
I remember now. Okay,
that's
the
where that
scene-
comes from.
Yes. Okay.
Marius and I watched that, and we lost our shit for like 15
My dad and I
straight.
also still make in jokes about. For some reason, I think it's the second Ice Age, the one that introduces Ellie.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's the scene with the little sloths that are like worshipping Sid until they want to sacrifice him to a volcano. And then as they're busy tying him up, he's like, I can't remember what the exact line is, but like, we could be, with your advanced civilization, we could rule the world, or we sacrifice Fire King to avert Great Flood. Well, that's not very advanced. And we've been making that joke for years and years and years. Whenever someone does something stupid, we're like, well, that's not very advanced.
Right, Wand of Secrets. So I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infusions, but 2 of them are my armor infusions, so I need to basically infuse 2 more things. But I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yes, I've got my 10 infusions. Okay. Ooh, that win. There we go. Okay, so Wand of items. Wand of Secrets.
Wand.
I'm actually not gonna. Oopsie. I'm actually. You know what? I'm actually going to leave those 2 unused uses of infusion open.
Yes. Okay.
So that I can help anyone in a party with returning weapon, repeating shot, repulsion shield, and stuff like that. So I want to see where in the party I can buff people with those remaining 2.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. And then I just need to get the other ones. Okay. So it's the Goggles of Night and the Ring of Free Action Replicate Magic Item.
You're still connected to the Fancy Ground server, right?
I am. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna share this to you. There's a Mind Fusions link.
Where is Goggles? Where is Goggles? Goggles of Night. Where be
Disabled.
they? I'm on D&D Beyond. There they are.
Oh,
Okay, and then Replicate Magic Item. The last one is a Ring of Free Action. A Ring of Free Action.
ring. One ring to rule them all. And in the darkness, but okay. Anyways, put that there. Save. Wonderful.
That's a.
Okay, now we need to go to.
Now comes the spells.
Fucking hell. We've got 12 minutes to do spells. Let's do it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't even know.
Well,
how many
I can
spells
help you out by.
I
telling
know
you exactly...
everything like a cleric. It's basically. Hang on. I made my life easier. 1 moment.
Yes,
I'm gonna
okay,
save it.
beautiful.
Server X. Server X.
Said he made his life easy. We proceed to wait for
List. And then it's
it.
Saver
Sorry.
X load spells. There we go. I built all my 2 spell lists I opened here with my notes on spellcasting in one save. There we go. Okay, cool. So spellcasting for me works like a cleric. I prepare. I know everything because I don't really have a spell book.
You know 69 spells. Nice at this level.
What?
I'm not
Really?
joking. You know 69 spells.
What the fuck? Nice.
Also, if you have an intelligence of 19, you can prepare a total of 12 spells. That's what I was going to say. I can help you with.
I know. Where do I know 69? Oh, in total.
In total, yes.
Okay, well then my armor spells are I've got here as well. I've got these, as well.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start with those.
Magic.
What do you say? Preparing
sorry.
is
Well, add the ones that are automatically added by your specialization
cantrips.
first.
So let's do
you know 4 cantrips.
16 4 cantrips. Okay, so there's no cantrips for my specialization. So let's start with the normal cantrips.
Yes.
Okay, so cantrips I would go for would be Green Flame Blade bounces from enemy to enemy, so that's not a bad idea.
Booming
no.
Blade does the same. It's very, very similar to Green Flame Blade, only it's thunder damage. Very thematic.
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna go with Booming Blade. See how that goes. Okay, these need to go to
Boomin! Businesses boomin!
I don't know. It's like flappy inflatable. What's that flappy inflatable inflating arms man? Flappy inflatable flailing arms man. Flap. Sorry. I'm trying to focus, and you're giving me non sequiturs.
We have what's it about? Mumble mouth today.
Mumble mouth. Okay, that sounds like a superhero. Okay, Booming Blade. Other one I would like to take is yes, I'm right back in it.
Mumble mouth, the superhero. His power is
Could you repeat that? His entire superpower revolves around villains just getting completely confused about what he's trying to say, getting too close, and then getting punched in the face. Mumble mouth. Remember, kids. The fucker speak up.
Riveting content.
Yeah. Right, second cantrip.
Second cantrip. Mending is always useful for being an artificer, I suppose. Mage hand.
I would have gone the Thorn Whip, but my armor's ability to pull people from 30 feet away is much stronger. So, Mending, Lightning Lure, Light would be useful.
Light!
Spare the Dying I'm going to take because that's just useful party mechanic thing.
Cool.
And then Prestidigitation to
Prestidigitation.
So, do I maybe have any form of restoration?
Can't go wrong with Prestidigitation.
Hey, I get restoration. Cool. It's a 5th level abjuration that I can get.
You can't get 5th level.
Fuck. Goddamn DM.
It's not me that said that. It's the rules, okay?
No, it's you. You block me.
You literally get access to 5th level spells as an artificer the next level up. At 17th level.
Block me.
1, 2, 3, block myself.
1, 2, 3, block. Right, so I can prepare. Cantrips known. Gotcha. Preparing. You prepare a list of arcane spells available to use. Intelligence modifier plus my level. So 16 plus 4. 20. My number of spells.
The number you can prepare is 12.
Half my artificer level. Here we go. Yes. It's 4 plus 6. Yeah, 4 plus 8. Yeah, it's 12. Cool. Let's start with the armor spells first.
You've got the proof here. It's fine. No, it's fair. Double checking. I could have done something wrong.
Greater invisibility is tempting.
Not also fifth.
So I get it at
No,
13th.
it's fourth level. Yeah, it's a fourth level, and it's a automatically always prepared spell for you.
Get that one for you. Oh, these are always prepared.
Those on that list there, yes. They don't count against your number of spells known.
Oh
either,
my good lord. Okay,
or
hang
your
on.
number of spells prepared either.
So I just need to add all of them in. Okay, fair enough.
You've got. You can. I can name the ones that you can get.
No, I've got them here.
Yeah, all of the ones except obviously the 17th level one.
So I've got level 2. Well, where was I? I've got Shatter, Mirror Images next. Thunderwave, level 1. And what's the other one? Magic Missile. Hey, cool. I get Magic Missile for free. Holy shit. Nice.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's it.
The Battlesmith gets Shield. And I just love Shield.
A beautiful reaction spell. It's a very narrative spell. It works so well to create tension. Okay, done with cantrips, done with the armor spells. Right, now I need to prepare 12 more spells.
Yes.
I don't have a brain big enough to... I feel like I'm studying for freaking math lit.
Luckily, yeah, no. It's not going to be that intense.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so spells. I'm going to actually just increase the UI here a little bit, so just in case. Scale UI. Oh, come on. Scale UI on 10. It's already on 110. Let's try 112. Yeah, that's just a little bit clearer. Okay, so we have level 1. I need to prepare 12.
Yeah, they don't all have to. You can prepare 12 fourth levels if you want, but that would be dumb because then you can't cast any.
My spell slots, yeah. I've got only so many spell slots.
I don't think there are even 12 fourth levels available to you. But it was just an exercise in explanation more.
I've got 10 available to me. Let's start with fifth level spells, which I can't cast. And close that tab. Then that was easy. Sweet. It's fast. 2 seconds. Right. Fourth level spells. Modern Guidance spells. Ooh. Modern Guidance Private Sanctum and Modern Guidance Faithful Hound. You conjure a phantom watchdog that occupies a space that you can see within range. The hound is invisible to all creatures except to you and can't be harmed. Small larger. Iron Dragon works alone.
Iron Dragon works alone.
Also, if this was an ongoing campaign where I played up to this point, maybe. But it's going to be hard enough already without the DM running around with ads. Stone Skin, Stone Shape. Maybe I can just fool the Medusa and Stone Shape myself. I'm already hard.
I will. Oh.
Don't look at me. I'm already hard.
I will say. You can't get someone out of being petrified, but you could make someone who is already petrified look a little different.
A little different. Stone Shape. Oh, that's
the cheapest cosmetic surgery you'll get.
Arcane Eye. Oh, I remember you created and this is like a
scrying sensor.
Yeah, it's a scrying sensor.
A little like clairvoyance, but
Human Secret Chest. The chest contains ethereal plane. It's like the hut, but for items.
Yeah.
Okay, Fabricate is kind of cool. What does this do for us?
Fabricate is really cool.
Choose raw materials and can convert them into stuff. I'm going to take Fabricate just because, why not? 4th level spell. I'm an Artificer. Another 4. Then I'm going to take, let's see, 3rd level wares? Lesser Restoration. Yes, I just want that available. Okay, so that's 2. Prepare. That's track. What else do I want to prepare? Let's have a look here. Enlarge, reduce, continual flame. Rope trick is always kind of useful.
Rope trick could be nifty.
I'm going to take rope trick for now. Don't know it. So that's on 3. Protection from poison, continual flame, blur.
Blur.
Body becomes a blur, shifting and wavering. An attacker is immune to the effects of it. Okay, so creatures disadvantaged to attack against me. Okay, cool. So that's kind of cool.
I like blur more than mirror image.
Yeah, this is a bit
easier
simpler.
mechanic to use.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Mirror image isn't concentration though. That's the upside of mirror. But you have them both. You have them both.
Catapult is really, really powerful if it hits.
Yeah.
But at this level, it won't really matter. Cure wounds. I'm going to take a cure wounds just to have a pocket wound curing ability.
Cool.
Absorb elements might be useful. Purify food and drink, because I need to get my protein.
Okay.
Essentially, my backstory for this character would be that I was the lone Iron Dragon, and I've got probably a reason why I joined this party. The reason will be
the reason it will be very, very obvious.
Okay.
There's a massive reward for killing the Medusa.
Nice. I'm gonna go with absorb elements.
I'm setting this like mini dungeon campaign in Cormyr, and the Medusas become a great enough threat that the crown has offered a reward. Anyone who can bring back proof of the Medusa's death gains 100,000 platinum pieces, a noble title, and 50 acres of land.
So I get 8 spells from my
Your specialization, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I've got 15 total in my list now. So I have now 5. I've prepared 7 so far.
You're counting your cantrips as well. Your cantrips you get 4 cantrips on top of.
No, I know, but I've got a lot here already.
You do.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've prepared 7 so far.
Only 7.
Yeah,
Oh, are you just adding spells that?
Yeah, leveled spells.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out how many more I'm allowed to prepare. So I'm at 7 now, meaning that I need to prepare 5 more.
Yes.
I can always upcast spells, so taking lower level spells is always
Is
for
a
me
good-
a little
yes.
bit more useful.
No.
Skyride, yes. I'm going to take Skyride. Medusa,
Okay.
your hair sucks, and then wait outside. Just to taunt the enemy.
Sorry.
I don't like the way you're laughing. I'm just laughing because you're laughing. Why are we laughing?
If you try and lure her out of the cave, I don't know what I'll do. I suppose she'll come after you eventually.
I'm gonna take haste.
Because that's one of the things that I want to try and maintain is a dynamic chance that the dungeon could change. But I honestly don't know what you'd do if you just decided to like stand outside the cave and like yell obscenities into the darkness.
Hey Medusa, we've got a comb. Oh, sorry, it's not snake-sized.
Yeah, Medusa.
Oh my god, no.
I don't know what
I lost track again.
I know what I'll do. I figured it out.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16.
Okay.
So,
Breathe.
Hammonite. Rocks fall and everyone dies. We're not inside a cave yet. I don't care. Rocks fall from the sky. Meteors fall. Oh god.
Ooh.
Metal, enlarge, reduce. Enhance ability. That could be useful. Oh yeah, that's very useful. Enhance ability is a level 2 spell. I'm definitely taking that because it's very, very multi-useful. I need to choose 3 more. Can I take Scene Visibility? I think I've got it already. No, I don't. That's 10. And then I'm going to take 2 first levels. So I have... If Fairy Fire makes sense because fucking Fairy Fire. So I'm on 11. And then I'm almost done. Maybe Detect Magic. Someone else will be able to probably do that. Luscious Caustic Brew is kind of cool. It's the green snot of the witch. So in my mind, it's always a glob of... That gets someone just like tosses over.
No, that's fair.
Alarm.
The acid
Alarm!
animations in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous are really.
Got Cure Wound. Got Cat. Catapult at higher levels does quite a lot of damage. But it's a save, right?
Yes.
Dexterity save. What's my
Yes.
spell save DC currently? It'll be quite high.
It'll be quite high. I don't remember.
It's going to be 8 plus 5 plus intel. So it's going to be 17.
17. Mhm.
Yeah, screw it. Let's... No. You don't... It's like freaking... No. Dominic, no. Like, too many goblins. No. Protection of poison, particle... Sanctuary could be... I'm gonna take Sanctuary. Or Snare. Snare is used. When I finish the casting, disappears in a circle. Oh, yes, I'm gonna use... Get Snare up in case we... Yeah, basically 2.
Just be careful. Snares got a casting time of 1 minute. But I suppose you could store it if you'd like.
Yeah, there's
I
things
think-
I can store.
Yeah, I think you can store the spell and then cast it as an action.
Yeah, technically I can store any spell from my list, and it doesn't have to be stuff I prepared now.
True.
So infusions. I'll have to go sleep on what I want to store. But for better or for worse, okay, name's Iron Dragon. That's his nickname.
That's his nickname. Fair enough. No one
Actual
has to
name.
know his real
Actual name is Leonard. No.
Leonard. Nimoy.
Nim Nim. Good old Nim Nim. No. God. I'm gonna rapid fire some names in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Tire. Fire.
Tire fire.
Polo. Londrasu. Sen.
Laundry man.
Londre.
Laundry.
Londre. I am Londre. I hold me the Iron Dragon, yes. Haha. Random.
The first name you in limo.
Limo, yeah. But yes,
Oh,
limo.
Okay. Limo. Enrena. John Cena.
I can't afford the rights.
Jane Senna.
That's a driver in Formula One.
Kombucha.
No! Well, yeah, I guess. I kind of like Lomaru, but it's not Romaru. Romaru. That's my secret name. I'm gonna put that in my notes.
Romero.
Okay, faction is my own. Ideals, bonds, personality traits, alignment is lawful good.
Romero the Camaro.
Deity is gonna be Bahamut. Bahamut.
I like that. I like that.
Gender is male. Age is still 41. Height is I said 5.9. Weight is none of your business. That's an old joke. I don't know how pounds work. I think you count in cheeseburgers. I forgot. 70
I'm 16 cheeseburgers.
No. Okay, so about 70 kilograms is about. I'm gonna make myself about 160 pounds.
Oh.
It's about. Yeah, man. Just don't try. The imperial system is fucked. I don't.
What's the average weight of human?
Of a cheeseburger.
Average.
It's in the name. It's a quarter pounder.
I'll need to know this. Average weight.
So a quarter pounder is a quarter pounder of meat at least. So 0.25.
Not the burger.
0.25 pounds is 100 grams.
The average body mass globally was 136 pounds.
Yeah, we've gotten fat.
Okay. That's fine. I just need a good metric by which to measure the people's weights. I need to know them.
Why?
If I just assume everyone is 140 pounds.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. In D&D.
Then I can just add.
Although 140 pounds is very light. That's 60 pounds. That's like college freshman.
Oh Lord.
That's college under. That's Nathan. No, that's female college freshman.
Okay.
120 pounds.
Okay.
And then what's his face? Depending on muscle mass.
Shall I go with 150 pounds then?
It's a bit more realistic.
All right, fine. I'll go with 150 pounds plus whatever equipment you're wearing. Good Lord, I need to go and change something.
What on earth is this for? What am I helping build?
You'll find out.
Oh God, there's some sort of weight-based mechanic here somewhere.
A typical male adult weighs about 180 pounds. Oh, thank you very much.
I knew 140 was too low.
180 pounds. That's going to mean I definitely need to go and update something.
Oh dear God!
Because I mean, the average party's backpack weighs 120 pounds nowadays too.
Okay, well I'm gonna export the iron.
A long-standing adventuring party.
Would you mind quickly claiming the Iron Dragon on your side on Fancy Grounds? As a
no,
character.
I wouldn't mind. Where are you?
You should come up like in one of the first ones.
There's kill me. Oh wait, I need to close this probably.
Yeah, you need to close character selection. Just reopen it.
Get it to populate the. There it is.
Then then just open a character sheet, right click anywhere on it, and just click on download, export record. Then you've got my character.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm very chuffed. I'm skill light because I'm not a bard or someone with high skill points. But I've got the 20 armor class with my floating shield. I've got magic items up to wazoo. I can still attune to one more. Got a ring of spell storing. No, this is a really nice character now. It's probably gonna die immediately, but still, I'm gonna enjoy the few minutes I do get with him.
that'll be the entire point of the exercise.
Why do we
To
like?
be fair, I don't want people to die too quickly because then we have to build level 16 characters again to
Oh
replace
no
them.
I've got this. I've got another dragonborn in the wings. He's called the Copper Dragon.
The copper.
The copper.
What you want, copper?
What you want, copper? It's just gonna be a bronze dragonborn
But
with
there's wait,
Artificer.
you're gonna be the copper dragon, but you're gonna be a bronze dragonborn instead of a copper dragonborn.
Oh yeah, you can get copper. I forgot.
that
Meh.
would be hilarious though, and confusing.
And
everyone.
confusing, correct. Right. Oh dear lord. Did you export the character?
Yes.
Wonderful. I've got it in the site anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right. So with that being said, I am going to now /save my session just because it's a healthy thing to do, and then see. What garbage collect GC, just because I want to. No, it's collect garbage CG. Where's the garbage collection command? It is GC.
I'm not garbage.
Not you, the freaking database. There we go. Wonderful. Manual memory garbage collection done. Cool, and then I'm going to just dump back to the launcher. You'll be kicked in a second.
Cool. Well, I
There
think
we
I
go.
already left.
Right, and with that, if anyone is still watching, thank you so much for. I'm gonna just transition to hold the voice. Thank you so much for coming around. I can't believe anybody would have sit through this, but thank you so much. If you do miss if you did miss the character creation off the bat, or well, most of the character creation, we after some friendly advice from a friend and oh dear lord, from a friend.
From oh dear lord.
No, not that. No. Focus. Some friendly advice from Santa, who is also a streamer. He showed us how to actually get our Twitch sessions to record afterwards. So what I do now is after the session, I go and upload our recording to YouTube. So if you are interested, there's our YouTube channel. We're not trying to be YouTubers. We just do this thing on Friday for 3 hours, and then we'll upload it to YouTube as well. I don't know.
It's more of an archiving system of the bullshit we talk.
Exactly. It's good, useful to be able to go back and listen to the witches. Speaking of which,
The witches of Eastwick.
No.
Die sisters van Koeksister.
Die sisters van Koeksister. Now, unless you're Afrikaans, that makes no sense. But well, we've got an audience, I guess. But anyways, Dylan, thank you so much for coming around. Let's see if there's someone we can raid before we. I don't think there is someone. How does raiding here work again? Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Raid started with filter mod action. Edit mod.
I'm the humble guest.
Clear chats, emotion only, level 2 session. I think that's what I want. Clicky clicks. Pop out, move to grid. Action. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it another day. It's not important right now. Anyways, thank you to anyone that's watching. Thank you anyone to the few people that remained after the raid. And if you want to get a hold of us, we do. You can reach out to us at our website, which and paste that link as well. Have a wonderful evening, and yeah, thanks for coming by, Dylan.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm going to play in your game, so you're going to know exactly what to kill me with.
Yes. Well, I mean, I definitely have to go and rethink the weight of things.
The gravity of the situation. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Yes.
Now. Night. Bye.